running in here. Oh, jammed my thumb last night. It's still jammed. Does not feel good. I should be able to turn off the dark auction timer. I don't really need that now. That purple, actually, hold up. Purple dyes are still, I think purple dyes are still boosted actually. I forgot. I'll turn it back on. All right, let's see if we can get some gamers in here. Yo, good morning, Ghost. How's it going this morning? Let's see. I think we're set up. Yo, happy birthday, Polish. Very nice, very nice. Let's see. I'm going to start off the day. We're gonna do some experiments. Actually, do I have my clock available? 1, 2, 3. Boom. What's good, Cobra? How's it going, bro? Doo-doo. Yo, what's good, Raffy? What's good, Explosives? $5 is too much. It's supposed to be a bit. It's supposed to be quite a bit. Because, I don't want to do profile reviews all stream. It's just an option to break things up if you really, really want to. But yeah, so we'll still be doing the Saturday stream. Don't worry, we still got the profile reviews Saturday. But Saturday the reviews are $10. So today it's $5, a little cheaper if you want to get it for a little cheaper. But might start doing these on just normal streams where we're not doing dungeons, because I can't do these on dungeon streams, of course, because I can't expect the whole party to wait every time we get a dono. So just figured we'd give the option. But yeah, making people pay for you to do a command, I mean, I don't normally do it at all. It's just an option. Just want to make sure it's available. I'm not like expecting to get $1 billion in donos today. Just want to kind of reward people more for doing donations, because normally we get gifted subs and all those memberships and things, and it's not really a incentive for that. So we'll give people a little incentive, you know? Do. Let's do this. What do we got? We gotta do 5. Review me for free for real. So we'll be doing the profile reviews tomorrow, where we do the Nightbot. We'll randomly choose from chat. So if you guys tune into tomorrow's stream, we'll have the freebie reviews. But for today, we do have the paid as an option as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can we make some money today? Imagine I drop a Nadashiko off of this. So I think Nadashiko is double rarity right now. I believe that is the case. Yoink. Voila. Did I not? Okay, I was gonna say, did I not get XP for that? What in the world? Slight delay there. Okay, growth 6. I think that's like a mil or something, right? What in the world? That's a thing, Lumpia? That's crazy. What in tarnation? What in tarnation? But let's see. What minion is good for money? Let's see. There's a few options. Slime is still honestly one of the best ones. I would say it's like for the price, slime is still top tier. Even after the nerfs, it's still super good. So that's what I would recommend. Do. But yeah, happy birthday, Polish. Very nice, very nice. I am not getting anything. Fire prot 6. Brother. Yikes. Alright, well, we got growth 6 in here. But yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen, there are some, what's it called? Actually, hold up. Do I have this on here? I do. I don't think I really need this for anything, to be honest. I don't think I need it on, like, literally anything. I could put it on, like, the Sorrow gear, I guess. But I don't really need that right now. I'll throw it in here. So why not? Maybe we'll use it at some point. Corrupted Soul, yep. So, or Corrupted Soil right here. This is the setup. I mean, you can, of course, put better Lava Bucket in there. But the Hopper and then Corrupted Soil, Super Compactor. Which, do you even need the Super Compactor? I think use super compactor now because I don't know, maybe not. I probably don't need to put that in there. I probably should have like a fly swatter in there technically, but oh well. Rabbit minions, people using rabbit minions now for real. It's kind of wacky. Yo, what's good, Chris? How you doing today? I'm doing great. How you doing today, man? What's up? What's up? Let's see. I gotta swap to Ghoul Pet first off, and I do need a private lobby. Yoink. That is not it. Well, we got a dark auction in 3 minutes anyway, so we'll have that to go do. But yeah, Vincent did change the dyes, of course. It is a new skyblock here. So let's see what we got. Oh yeah, it's shiny pig going on right now. But we do have dark purple dye again. Necron dye is 3 times as likely. Glad I'm not doing M7 right now. And then we got Nadashiko, which is we just tried to go for 12.5. 1 in 12,500 though is not great odds. I won't lie. Doing great. Glad to hear it. Let's go. What in the world? How did somebody even get one of those guys over here? the TNT bugs from that is crazy. Oh, somebody was literally just here less than a minute ago. What? And then they dipped. That's kind of wild. W timing. We'll take it. How do you get Black Cat? Black Cat is from Spooky Festival. So I think it's 2,000 purple candy for it if you're trying to buy it from the festival. I mean, of course, it's on the auction house, but let's see. Any divines in here? Got a legendary. Better than nothing, I suppose. Dropped 2 Necron dyes in the last week, bruh. That is so yikes. That is very, very yikes. 2 in a week is crazy. Man. Alright, chill. Fame rank is profit from Bush Cookie. I am not sure, honestly. I have 5 mil and I know it's profit, but I imagine the level below that's probably profit. But I'm not sure. So maybe a mil? Maybe 2.5 mil? I don't know. It's my guesstimation. But chill. Crown of Avarice, Primordial Helm, or Warden Helm is better for 3/4 Crimson. I keep getting different answers from everyone everywhere. So as far as damage goes, I believe Warden is the best out of those options, unless you have like 100 mil or a bill on the Crown of Avarice, then it can be really good. Okay, there's too many of those. I'm gonna come back for them later. But I prefer to use Crown of Avarice just because of the magic find, honestly. That's what I would recommend, because I do less damage with my Crown of Avarice. It's only got 10 mil on it, as far as counter is concerned. But it's still a good option because it does have the magic find. So that's what I would recommend, personally. I don't know where the Primordial stacks up in there, to be honest. I know it's pretty good, but I don't know how it compares to Warden and all that. It is kind of nice, though, because you do still have like good speed with it. I'm sure it does good damage and you get good speed. Think Arachne set is good? Not really, no. Like, you can use it if you don't have Ender Armor yet, but it is, like, one of the first combat sets you can get. It is not very good. Doo-doo. Come here. Yoink. Hopefully we can drop a Warden Heart today. Would be nice. We're probably not going to go for 2 mil XP. I mean, if we get up to 13 mil, cool. That might be what we go for today, but if we get to like 5 hours and we've done a ton of profile reviews or something, then we'll see. We'll just see how it stacks up. Yoink. But anyways, there's... Oh, hello there. Mercs. We have 922 mil purse right now, which is partially because my Primordial I finally sold. That took forever. But we did finally get that to sell, so we've got a good chunk of money. It's just the problem of it's still not enough for Mage. M7 Mage is so expensive. It's so expensive. I think I need another like $1.5 billion, something like that. I mean, I can probably get away without fully master starring my Wither Goggles. I don't know, I probably need at least that, but maybe I get away without putting like crit 7, that sort of thing on the Claymore. I don't know. It's probably something that does like minimal help that I can save until later. I mean, realistically, could be an option to just go for Chimera 4 to start with and then hopefully get the money for it after a couple mage runs, drop a couple scrolls or something. I don't know. Depends on what for. There's no best in slot helmet. Yeah, I mean, personally, I prefer Crown of Avarice just because the magic fine. That's why we're running it today. But yeah, chill. There we go. DPS, it's Crown, Warden, Primordial Helm. It used to just be Primordial Helm, but they patched stuff. Gotcha. Yeah, I know people were saying it was crazy good when it first came out, but I wasn't sure how much the patches nerfed it by. But there you go. So Primordial Helm, worst option. 07s, which I mean, it kind of makes sense. It really should not be better than Warden Helmet in like any scenario, really. Except maybe like against spiders. I don't know if it gets buffed against spiders. I think it does. I don't remember. But as far as damage, like Warden Helmet should definitely beat it. As far as just like what makes sense, you know? It's way more expensive and way rarer of a drop. Like Primordial Helm, do you even need any drops? Is it just like yeah, it's just silk. I mean, you need Tarantula Catalyst, but that's like easy. So very chill drop right there. Reach level 500. Yo, GG, Alex. Let's go. Level 500 is a flex right there. I hope they add a color change for 520 soon or something. I think they probably just need to revamp it so it's every 50 levels instead of every 40 that you get a color change. I imagine that's what makes the most sense. But we'll see what happens. We'll have to see how it goes. But yeah, for those of you who didn't watch yesterday, we did end up doing some Silk Song. I streamed like 5 hours of Silk Song yesterday. And I think we're up to... It's probably not the final boss. It's like the boss before the final boss, I imagine. But we'll see exactly how it goes. And I know that there's a... some stuff you can do afterwards as well. Like after beating the game. Quote unquote. So we'll definitely be doing some explorations afterwards, but it's still got a lot to do on Silk Song. I'm gonna try and put it off for a little bit though, because again, I was looking at who all had made it to my point, like with achievements, and it's like 13% of people who played. So I'll probably wait till that gets up to at least like 25, maybe 50%. I don't know. If I wait till 50%, I'm going to be so rusty and it's going to be a problem. We'll see. Hope so. 2 new color would be awesome, but I can only imagine something like black. Yeah. I'm thinking either that or they make it to where it's like gradient colors. So, you know, first color is like yellow, second color, like second number orange, and then third number red. So it's like 3 colors for 1 level. Like, that's the only other thing I could see them really doing. Yoink. Here we go. But who knows? Yo, what's good, Ninja? Would you review my profile right now if I boost your server right now? I have 9 unused boosts at this point. I would make a short on it, because that is the stuff we do for server boosters now. You get access to the profile review channel, and you can link your SkyCrypt in there, and I can make a short on it later. Or I guess, I mean, I could review it right now, yeah. Might as well, but no short later is what that would be. So whichever one you would rather have, you know? Which would you prefer? Fishing for Fish the Fish for 2 hours. I got 17 treasure chants. How long would it take me? I have no idea, man. I don't know. I got it. You can get it from just regular fishing. So I don't know if treasure chance actually increases your odds. Like, I was fishing for sea creatures with 100% sea creature chance, and I still caught it. So you can catch it without having to do all the fancy stuff. The stream is more fun? Okay, cool, got you. Alrighty. Then we'll do. Rainbow color for level 1000. If they add level 1000, I don't know, what year y'all think we get to level 1000? That'd be kind of crazy. Alright. So we'll give Ninja a boost here in a moment then. Or not a boost, a review. Maybe something animated like the dies. Yeah, that would be cool. I don't know if they could do that though. Like, animate your name tag. I don't know if that's a thing. Yo, Lelixir with the sub. Appreciate it, man. Again, boys, if y'all haven't already, make sure to subscribe. Closing in on 30K for the red name. Alright, let's do a boost. Or not a boost. Review here. English. Alright, shout out to Ninja for the server boost in the Discord. Let me give you a shout out in the Discord real quick. For the boost. W's in general chat. W boost. Yoink. Alrighty. Let's see. What's good money making method on SkyBlock in 2025? Just came back. Depends on the stage of the game you're at, of course. Here, let me pull up SkyCrypt. Yoink. Everybody can see this, right? I believe. Should be good. Yep. Cool. But yeah, for starting out, is it this? I don't remember. It's been too long. I think this is right. Or is there an underscore in there somewhere? But hunting, rift, and farming are good. Yo, Arana with the 5.
Donated €5 through Super Chat. I wanted a list of the things I should focus on. I want to have a well-rounded account. PLS, check everything and give me advice.
Alrighty. I got you. Right after Ninja here, we'll get your profile in. Yo, what's good, Hoosier with the sub as well. Appreciate it. Again, boys, closing in on 30K. We're getting there. We're getting there. Yo, what's good, Nate? How's it going, bro? If SkyCrypt will wake up. Okay, I think... Hold up. I did something wrong. Let's see. I typed it wrong or something. Ah, bro's not online. Let's see. Is there an underscore? Good grief. We haven't done dungeons in so long. Let's go to like page 70 maybe. Okay, that's too far. Page 50. Okay, that's also too far. Page 40. Okay, page 38. 36. 34. 33. I don't know. Ninja B2000. Okay, I thought I typed it right. Did maybe I have to capitalize it. Maybe they're sensitive now. What is going on here? What is going on here? It's just sad, man. It's just sad. That's all I got, bro. It's sad times. Well, we might have to do a PV in game. If SkyCrypt's gonna keep bugging out like this. What the heck, man? Hold on, let me pull up another one. If I do my name, is it gonna work? Or is it just bugging out everywhere? I think SkyCrypt's just freaking out. When's Dungeon Breaker coming out? I don't know, man. If I knew that information, I would have said it into short, but I do not know. Yep, that's how we're doing them today, Pran. So we'll do the free reviews tomorrow, but I'm just doing Revs today, and then if we get a dono, then we do that. But yeah, it's got like question marks everywhere, bro. What is going on with this? Okay, we're doing it in game. I guess that's how we got to do it. Which, I mean, in-game's got most of the same stuff as that. Okay. That's wild, Ninja. I see how it is, bro. Okay, so we have taming 50, mining 60, of course. All skills max except for social. Valid. Any crazy overflow XPs in here? 640 mil overflow combat XP. Excuse me. Very nice. And yeah, we've done a lot of slayers. Got all our slayers up to 9. Very clean. We are skyblock level 519. He's catching up, fellas. He's only a level and a half, less than a level and a half behind. Very nice. But is it at least confirmed that it'll come out at some point? Yeah, it's coming out at some point. But who knows if it's going to be on alpha again or what. We don't know how long it's going to be at all. Yeah, Heart of the Mountain stuff's still bugged, but he's got all the powders maxed out, 21 mil on each. Kata 50, class average 50, nearly 3,000 M7 runs. 2 bill overflow XP. So you're Kata 60, right? Isn't that what that means? Missing 170 XP from Garden alone. Bro's missing out on the crop milestones. That's fair. Yeah, crop milestones are a pain, dude. They are a pain. Alright, let's see. Look at all this, dude. 21 mil. So we're at 21 mil melons. Yeah, here's all our crops right here. So yeah, we've not done a crazy amount of those for sure. But what else we got? Embarrassing going after him? Nah, you're good, bro. You're good. What's your playtime, Ninja? What's the playtime? And visitors too, missing visitors. Yo, what's good? Hussein, how's it going, bro? What's up, Regent? I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Did you hear about the new Mario movie? Well, I mean, I saw the post-credit scene in the first one, so I figured they were doing another one, but doing another one soon. Got 1.3k hours. Ninja's gonna check his real quick. Anything I need to make my email bosses faster? They're like 4 minutes, 5 minutes with spawn or something. I mean, of course, having a better atom split, or if you don't have an atom split, getting an atom split is a big deal. But yeah, like your vids, appreciate it, Hussein. Thank you, bro. But let's see. We've got the 5 master stars on the hype, got the 5 master stars on the term. Look at that term, dude. There's not really anything, bro. Smoldering 5 on a term, what? Kill the blazes in Blaze Room a little easier. Is that what it's? That what it's about? What else we got in here? Look at that fishing rod. Goodness. I need a 10-star my fishing rod. I need to actually just level up my fishing rod because I think I sold my old one and I gotta actually level up my current one. 4,300 hours, but 600 private hours. So 3.7k hours is this profile. So yeah. Oh goodness, Pure Black died on the armor as well. Good night. Yeah, he's got the drip. He's got the drip. Let's check the wardrobe. What else we got in here? Wither goggles. Ocean died. Infernal Aurora. Frog died. Fermento. Got the biohazard set up. We got Reaper. We've got the groovy Figmail. Very nice. Yeah, man, we are dripped out. Look at all this. Infernal Terror as well. I mean, this is what you get on the way to max XP for sure. It is a grind. Still got the 10-star Diamond Hunter set up. Bat Person gear, Young Dragon. Very nice, dude. Look, there's the Magma Lord. Lava died Magma Lord. Clean. Very clean. Is that the ghoul pet? I'm using ghoul pet. Let's see. What pet is... What's his pet's menu looking like? He's got the hedgehog on. Oh, he's got the black cat girl skin. And the ice golem snowman. That's a cool snowman skin for sure. It's got the ancient skin on the G-Drag pet as well. Very clean, very clean. How long on average does it take to grind high fully scroll? It depends on your party. Depends on the party, dude. But let's see. 9.4 bill in the museum is crazy. Look at all those. All the diamond fish, man. 1864 magical power. So I'm guessing we're just missing... Is it like a small talisman upgrade? Or is it like Abiphone contacts? Or is it just bugs? Could also be bugged. Real prank. Check the bingo comps. 864 completed bingo goals. 4,000 bingo points is crazy. It's just bugged. Okay, gotcha, gotcha. Very nice, dude. Holy. Yeah, and then of course he's got like all the B series done as well. Very nice. Very, very nice. Scroll back on bingo. Oh, so it'll let you go back through the years. Oh, wow. Look at that. Every single bingo done since June of 2023. That is crazy, dude. And then he also, dang, almost did this one. Didn't get to throw a Titanic. I guess Titanics probably weren't dropped in, they probably weren't, I don't think they were dropped in the end at that point, or they were way rarer, maybe. So I think the strat back then was actually to try and catch one as a great catch from fishing. So yeah, that one's rough. That one's rough. NT, we're not doing freebies today. Freebies tomorrow. That's the plan. Titanic dropped it. All right, buddy. All right, buddy. But yeah, W profile. Anything I missed, Ninja? Very clean. Yeah, I mean, only thing we're missing is just crop milestones, which is valid. I mean, they are a pain. They are very much a pain. It is a crazy account. Yeah, for 3.7k hours, bro, is cooking out here. Very much cooking. Very clean, very clean. That's a review or a flex. Real, I think. Yeah, once you get to a certain point, definitely becomes a flex. Intrests also has some funny stuff like Hypermax, Chimera 5, Dayax. Dang, hold up, let's look at this. Let's look at this. Ender chest, which chest is it gonna be? It's Day Blade now. I gotta adjust to that. Or is it in the backpacks? Or did I just miss it? Got the OG rods in there. Oh yeah, like here. Got all the OGs, never transferred them in. Fair enough. Might be in backpacks, let's see. Hold up. Ember rod. Oh, he's got an ember rod. Man, that's a throwback right there. Goodness. Ember rod, man. I haven't seen one of those in a long time. Okay. Yeah, did I just miss it? I might just be blind. Or here it is, right? Yeah, there it is. Got it, got it. I was just insta doing revs. That is auto, what's it called? Auto Slayer. Once you get level 6 in the first 3 Slayers, you can turn on a thing in Maddox's menu. That'll just automatically start the next Slayer for you. But yeah, it's very helpful. Very helpful. But look at that. Scav 6, Sharp 7, Thunderlord 7, Triple Strike 5, Vampirism 6, Venomous 6, Vicious 5. Dang, Vicious 5 on there is crazy. Divine Gift, of course. Yeah, look at all those level 7s, man. Lethality 6. Holy. Holy. And of course, he's got all the mythological B series done, so that's a ton of extra magic find against mythological mobs. Very clean. But yeah, you gotta get level 6 on the first 3 Slayers. I bought the Ember Rod in case it becomes meta again or something. I mean, it's cool. It's cool to just have as well. But very nice. Anything else we missed? Any other flexes that have gone under the radar here? Gotta love the Infinidirt wands, of course. Ult-wise, Heroic Endstone, of course. Ult-wise, ooh, we got some attributes to turn in there if we want to. Got the 5th anniversary black balloon hat. Missing 2 guy levels and 2 on Minotaurs. Oh, okay, gotcha. So is that your only beast area though? I imagine that's about it. Because 157 from Garden, that's got to be almost it. How about Chili Collection? Hold up, I didn't look at that. Yep, he's got 25k Chili Collection as well. Gotcha. Well, very nice profile from Ninja. Let's see. I've got to do Anesh's as well. 5.9 bill. Let's see. I don't think it shows me on here how long ago the profile was created. That's one of the annoying things because SkyCrypt's not working right now, of course. Recently completed Protector, so only missing guy on Minotaur. Well, congratulations, dude. Again, thank you so much to Ninja for the server boost in the Discord. W-man. Does Gold Pet really make them spawn that quickly? I mean, 1.5x spawn, or like 1.5x, what's it called? Zombie XP? That adds up a lot. It is very helpful. What's your highest collection? I don't know. It's probably Gemstone. Most people's is Gemstone. Like a year ago? Dang. So 272 on a year-old profile is nothing to scoff at for sure. 780 hours? Yeah, that's not bad. So we're averaging like a level every 3 hours or so. Like, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Nothing to be worried about there. So we got Rev level 8, Tarantula 7, Sven 7, E-Man 7, and of course Blaze takes a little bit to get into. Fishing 31, Combat 47, Farming 60, Carpentry 37. A lot of very nice leveled up skills here for sure. I would definitely try and get alchemy done the next time the derpy comes around. It's just one of those things that takes a little bit. And it wouldn't be a bad idea. Rude. Okay. Hold on. I guess I didn't move around for long enough. Give me one second. Let me find another private lobby. Yoink. Wait for it. I missed the dark auction, by the way. 07s. Alright. PV. Boom. Run it back. But wouldn't be a bad idea to get Tarantula up to level 8, because that gives like a 50% extra alchemy boost. I believe it's at level 8. And so having that plus the derpy 50% extra XP is really nice for getting the alchemy levels. It makes it a bit cheaper. So it's a good idea to like buy the materials a month or two in advance, because they get expensive right before derpy gets there. Usually it's like enchanted spider eyes, I think, or enchanted sugarcane. Some people use enchanted sugarfish. Or not sugarfish, enchanted pufferfish. Sheesh. But yeah, something like that. Bought F6 and F7 carries and then hard carried the run by one tapping everything. That's crazy. Doing anything to delay doing the garden. Bro's just trolling the carriers out here. But yeah, let's see. So we got 6 bill net worth as well. Let me read the message again so I remember exactly what we're looking for. Want a list of things I should focus on. Want to have a well-rounded account. Okay, so let's see. Any skills in here that aren't too high level? Nothing crazy. I mean, foraging is of course a great thing to do now, to try and get some extra strength, because that'll of course help with your combat stuff later. Foraging levels give some strength. It's nothing too big of a deal, but that of course is helpful. It doesn't have hunting level on here as well, but hunting is also a good thing to go for, because of course the shards are very helpful as well. Shards make a good chunk of money, but also they buff you up by a bunch. So of course getting like all the ruler shards, there should be a shard for like I think pretty much every single one of the slayers except maybe Sven, that gives like extra damage against that specific type of mob. Like if we do /HB right here and I go and search for ruler, boom, there's skeletal ruler. That one doesn't really help too much, except there is the skeleton wither mobs in Blaze, so it would help with that a little. The undead ruler, giving shards or giving damage against undead mobs. Arthropod against arthropod mobs. Ender against ender mobs. You know, all of these definitely helps out with getting those DPS levels up for the slayers as well. So that's always a good idea to go for those. There's skeletal in dungeons. Yeah, the skeletors. But let's see what else we got. Museum dollars. I don't know if this is correct, but donating stuff to museum is usually a good idea. I imagine this might be bugged. I don't know where. There's a museum section in here somewhere, I think. Okay, yeah. So we do have stuff donated to museum. Got you. So yeah, of course, donating stuff to museum is a big deal. Fishing good right now for monies. If you fish at a high level, it's always good for money, but at lower levels, it's kind of meh. So we got 1100 magical power as well. So you're looking really good on that for sure. I imagine we're E-Man 7 for a reason. Let's see. Yep, we got the Terminator right there. Of course, yeah, Soul Eater 5 is a good idea. Precise is a good idea until you get done with F4/M4. So M4 runs do take a little bit to get the kata levels up for sure. But we are kata 36, so looking pretty good on that. Been running some healer, looks like. Working on M3 right now. So yeah, once you start doing M4, after you're done with M4, you can swap your bow to spiritual. and that's usually going to be the better reforge. But yeah, I just started lava fishing. Getting the silvers is so annoying. They are annoying. Magical power for EMAN T4s. I mean, usually I would recommend like at least, you know, 500, but of course the more the better. The more power the better. I don't think it shows in... Okay, the powder is a little buggy here. So I imagine, yeah, this on the right is what you have, right? Like in total. I don't know what this is freaking out about, but yeah, definitely wouldn't be a bad idea. I imagine we're done with the main powder grind here, like 19 mil, 7.4 mil. That's a good bit for that, and then you can start getting these up as well a little bit more. It just kind of happens passively while you're grinding out glacial tunnels. Working on mithril right now. Yeah, I mean, once you get it to like 8.5 mil, that's all you really need for most trees. You can go higher than that, of course, for like the Skywalk XP, and then some trees require like 11.5 mil as well, so wouldn't be a bad idea to go for those. But other than Skywalk XP, it doesn't have too much value to it after this point, like after 8.5 mil. And then of course glacial grinding with a party always makes money. I think Jasper crystals are still profitable, so it wouldn't be a bad idea to try and cash that in, like buy 4 flawless, and then I think that's still profit. Hold up. Bazaar. If we look for Jaspers, let's see. So if I were to buy, or not 4, it's 5 of these, right? So that's like 30 mil. How much is a... Yeah, I mean, it's not too much right now. Maybe make 3 mil if you sell off for it, but who knows? Jasper prices are so iffy at the moment, so that's probably fine. How are we looking on pets? Okay, so we do have like the Guardian, we got Endermite, we've got quite a few good pets in here for sure. Mithril Golem for the powder grind, that's definitely a smart idea. As far as combat goes, it definitely would be a good idea to go for a G-Drag soon. For sure. I don't know. Do you have a Hyperion? I don't see one in the menu, but it could be in an ender chest somewhere or something. But if you don't, even if you don't have a Hyperion, it's usually a good idea to go for the G-Drag. Yo, appreciate Awakening. Thank you so much. Hope you're having a great day, bro. Should I buy or craft my term? Craft is cheaper usually. That's true. But if you have enough money for like a Hypermax one, then usually that'll be cheaper than applying all the stuff yourself. So it just depends on if you're saving up enough money to go for like full master stars and everything. Have a hype? Yeah, okay, cool. Gold collection's missing, so I'm getting into mining. Valid, yeah. And then while you're mining up the gold collection, you can be making enough money for that G-Drag. So very worth it. Very nice. Yeah, that's a good plan. I like that. That is a good plan, for sure. But yeah, I mean, main thing would be foraging. Once you get hype, or actually you already have hype. So honestly, fishing would be an option as well. To get into, because they're going to be doing quite a few fishing updates soon. I mean, we're getting Lotus Atoll, which is a new fishing island. We're getting Guardian Slayer, which is going to be fishing related. So getting some fishing levels wouldn't be a bad idea just to prep for future updates, but it's not like super pressing. Kata, I feel like Kata is pretty self-explanatory. I would definitely recommend getting up to like Kata 38 probably before trying to push into M4 too much. I don't know, you might 36 might be enough. 36 might be enough. It's just a little iffy, because honestly, like, that's probably enough for you to handle it. It's just finding good parties is hard. How much is max term? I have no idea. You have to look on the auction house. I can't keep up with prices nowadays. I can't do it. It changes too much. Fishing's so boring. Crazy. So we do free reviews on Saturdays. We have Nightbot randomly pick people from the chat, but for today we're just doing some revs and then some paid reviews in between. That is the plan. Also, minion slots wouldn't be a bad idea. Going for a couple of these. I mean, you've got a lot of them that really matter, like leveled up pretty good. So, I mean, of course, while you're foraging, these guys are really cheap to level up. So it wouldn't be a bad idea to do those,
As a
for
child,
sure.
I yearned for the
Yo,
mines.
Luke with the 5.
Luke Hutchins donated $5 through Super Chat. Avatars.
All right, I got you. You'll be right after this. W's in the chat for Luke. Appreciate it, man. Okay, so now we can see the Rift stuff. So yeah, getting into Rift would be a good idea as well. If you haven't done Mirrorverse, I assume you've done Mirrorverse because you have some Hema Vibe collection. But of course, doing the Vamp Slayer and getting access to the mountaintop to be able to get the talisman from there is a good idea as well. Just got into Rift? Got you. Yeah, definitely good progress so far then. Looking really good on that. Okay, so we've done a little bit of bingo. We've got our museum, already talked about that. It wouldn't be a bad idea to go for like the silvers here, but like this is not that big of a deal. Just at some point, it's just a free talisman, but of course all the other stuff you're focusing on right now is much more important. But let's see what else we got. So if you guys can't afford or can't afford, but like don't want to do the $5 donos, I totally understand. We do have the Discord link to the description. So make sure to check that out. Because in the Discord, there's a profile review channel where myself or somebody else can help you figure out what you should do next. How much would you sell your Vega Divine Rabbit to me for if it was tradable? I believe I have like 5 of those, so probably like 100 mil or something. Something cheap. Real. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. Like, you're looking really good on the combat progression. Of course, carpentry just comes kind of passively. Fishing would be a good thing to focus on at some point, but definitely doing the mining and focusing on that for right now is the best move, I would say. Thinking of wanting to get to level 300, what should I keep going with, mining or start doing foraging and fishing to get them to a decent level? So let's see, what are we at right now? 272. I mean, I believe you get a bunch of XP from Rift for doing like the unique vampire slayers. So that would give you quite a bit. And of course your powder grind gives a bunch. Once you get up to glaciite tunnels powder, like once you start grinding glaciite powder, that'll be a bunch if you wanted, excuse me, to do that at some point. And yeah, I mean, carpentry is something that's pretty chill to go for. Foraging, of course, again, foraging gives a ton of XP, so that's a good idea. But yeah, I paid like 1.5 bill for it. I mean, I'm down for that too. For real. Been trying to see all the free skyblock XP, not sure if I'm missing anymore. Got you.
Yusuf33 donated $5 through Super Chat.
Alright.
Look at my LCM set Yusuf000.
Okay, we'll have Yusuf up right after Luke, so we got Luke's right here. But again, thank you, Arana, for the $5 dono. Appreciate it. I think we covered all the bases. I think we've got everything. But yeah, most of the free XP, I mean, Fairy Souls. 471 or 470, is that right? Is that the right number? Is that even... Hold up. How many do I have? I feel like that's bugged, right? Right? I have 260. I was like, wait a minute. But yeah, if you don't have all the Fairy Souls, that'd be a good idea. I can tell that's definitely bugged, but who knows? Missing a few? Yeah, so that would be a good idea to go for. It's like 10 XP per 5 that you find, so... Getting tournament level 142 and 800 magical power dumb. I mean, if you're fully focusing on combat, you know, that's totally fine. It's definitely not like the best way to go for a well-rounded profile, but if you're fully focused on combat for the time being, that's not a bad step in progression. Like 800 magical power is usually the point that you would go for Terminator, somewhere around there. So yeah. All right, so let's do Luke's profile. Again, thank you boys for all the donos. Appreciate it. Avitas G, let's see. Offline for 1 hour. We have Rev Slayer level 7, Tarantula 8, Sphin 7. I think do we have some APIs off? I don't know. Maybe not. I guess this is how the last menu looked. Feels small to me for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, we got all the level 60s, level 50s looking real good up in here. Very, very nice. So combat and fishing are the last 2 to max, which fishing I usually expect, but most of the time people go for combat first. So honestly, this is kind of the progression that I went with, except I definitely did foraging last. But I kind of maxed mining and all these other ones before I went into the combat grind, because if you wait and do combat last, then you're so leveled up with mining. You have like all the defense from mining, all the extra health from farming, all the strength from foraging. That helps with the combat quite a bit. Can survive a lot more and do a lot more damage. So it's not a bad idea to do it that way. But yeah, thank you so much, Arana. W mans. But we're level 357. Very nice. Let's see what else we got. So again, Slayers wouldn't be a bad thing to do. I mean, we only got an hour left of Aatrox, so it's not like that big of a deal. But it wouldn't be a bad idea to run some Slayers. Got some pretty good powder, definitely for Mithril and Gemstone. So there's always something to grind when it comes to mining for sure. Getting the maxed out Glaciate tree, I think it's like 30+ million powder. So it's a grind for that one, but that kind of comes in passively as you go through there. Me and combat don't work well, fair enough. Fair enough. So yeah, we got up to 1 F7 comp, so that seemed to be the goal, to get our Necron set and all that going. I'm hoping that Dungeon Breaker kind of makes things a little easier to get into for dungeons for sure. Because yeah, it's really like F7 and above, it starts getting real sweaty up in there. Yo, Kanil, how's it going, bro? Hope you're having a good one. But let's see. We've got the Cacao Truffles chilling in here. So I imagine we probably haven't done Rift yet. Bro, my nose is so itchy. I need to shave the stash again, bro. It's gonna happen. Oh, dang. I thought this was gonna be all Ichthyaic, and then we just got a casual fin wave just chilling right there. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, I got the fishing setup going on, so working on the fishing. So we're gonna have all skills max except for combat, which is kind of crazy. I rarely see that. Not mountaintop, stuck on Vampire Slayer. Got you. Yeah, Vamp is rough, especially if you have high ping. Like Vamp on high ping is the worst. But dang, 190k feather collection is kind of crazy. Kind of crazy with it. But we do have... Is that right? Ain't no way this is right. That's wacky. Why's it got both of these set as stone? That's got to be like... Yeah, that's got to be like Umber and Glaciate and Tungsten there. I think it's bugged out on Badline. But yeah, we don't have Red Sand collection, so that would be a good thing to go for. It won't take long. But yeah, minions looking pretty solid. Not too shabby. Yeah, level 10 Tarantula minion, like very nice. Very, very nice minion collection going on up in here. Very clean. But yeah. Doo-doot. I was kicked from the Discord. That's awkward. Was it... We had to ban somebody yesterday. I think it was yesterday. It might have been the day before. So if you're not that person, you might have been kicked just for not verifying in time. That happens. But yeah, we have that set up because when I first started the Discord, we got bot rated by like a bunch of Hypixel bots. I think it happened 2 or 3 times. So we kind of had to crack down on the security up in there, you know. I wish we didn't have to make it so tough to get into, but had to do it. Bot raids are not fun. They're not fun. But dang, we're close to gold on all of the trophy fish. Very nice. Yeah, getting close to all the 100 karates that you need for pity gold. So not too shabby. Yeah, that's gonna be yikes, dude. That's gonna be yikes. SMH. But yeah, bestiaries. I mean, bestiaries aren't that big of a deal, to be honest. Not that big of a deal. But yeah, the trophy fish grinds. That one's painful. So definitely going for the fishing, higher fishing levels and stuff. What is our fishing rod right now? We've got the Inferno at the moment, so not too bad. Yeah, definitely getting the flash levels up is a big deal. That'll help with your trophy fishing, and of course getting the Hellfire Rod, I believe, gives an extra trophy fish chance, so that's a good idea too. Yo, wasn't me with the sub. Appreciate it, man. Again, boys, if y'all haven't already, make sure to subscribe. Closing in on 30k for the red name. But yeah, very nice. Very, very nice. What else we got in here? I think that's the gist of it. I mean, 1k magical power for not being that into combat is pretty solid. Pretty solid. What's the rainbow for the max enchants? I think that's the setting in Badline. You can turn it on in there. So it's like, just look up max enchants in the skyblock menu, and it'll show up. Okay, we got a Vorpal and the Yeti sword as well. So we've been doing E-Man with a Vorpal. That's kind of crazy. Which I guess, yeah, you don't unlock item split to level 7, so that's kind of valid. Makes sense. Finding Mithril for XP and doing commissions, valid. What are the items you would suggest before trying T4 Void Gloom? Main thing would be getting up to like at least 500 magical power and having Final Destination, a Enderman pet, and like a Vorpal Katana. All right, man. Thank you so much, Luke. If that is everything, I know it was kind of I probably went over it a little bit shortly. I apologize if that were the case, but it is kind of crazy. Like, you don't realize how much of the game revolves around combat until you look at a profile like this, and it's like it's really impressive, like how far you've gotten without like doing that much combat. It is kind of crazy how high of a level you can get to without focusing combat too much. And again, like 1,000 magical power is nothing to scoff at, and we've got all these Slayer levels and stuff still. But very nice profile. Very nice profile. Again, thank you so much to Luke for the dono. And then we got Yusuf. He wants us to look at his LCM setup. So let's see it. Because this is probably... I might have to copy this. Low-key. Depends. Yeah, I'm splits level 6. Yep. Is Badline on the Monolith app thing? No, it's its own client. So you can just look up Badline. It's on Lunar Launcher now. I have like 670 magical power. Feel like I'm so weak. Can't kill T5 Rev. What armor are you using? Because it could be just an armor thing. Because that should be enough magical power for T5. But we have 13 bill net worth, 1k. Hold up. 1k magical power. Rev 9. We've got E-Man 7, Sven 7, Tarantula 8. Combat 59. Okay, so we have a LCM setup before level 300. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. We got 1.4 mil mithril, 14 mil gemstone, 3.8 mil glaciite. Yeah, I mean, mithril powder grind is pain. It is worth it, though. It is worth it. We got one M7 comp. Okay. Okay, let's see what we're looking at here. We gotta see what we're looking at here. We do have the 1 bill bank, 600 mil purse. All right, here we go. Let's start off with the armor. We have 5 Master Stars on the Ancient Storm setup. I mean, this is looking good so far. Strong mana level's a little bit low, though. Got Mana Vamp on this one. Legion, of course. Legion, Mana Vamp. And Mana Vamp. Okay, is Mana Vamp like what people get on Storm? I thought strong mana was usually what people focused on more. Gotcha, man. Yeah, there's a lot that they've added in the last little bit. Both? Okay, so you split it a little bit? Cool. And I imagine we've got we've got the Claymore and the Hype here. So we've got a little bit to see. Let's start off with the Hype. 2 Master Stars, okay. Okay, so this is RCM Hype, right? Yeah, so we've got intelligence on it. Gotcha. Not too shabby. And then here's the LCM. So we've got 4 Master Stars, Chimera 2. I think from what I've heard now, this is like the only weapon that people really put Withered on anymore, is Claymore. Most of the time you go with Fabled on pretty much every other weapon except for Claymore. So it's kind of crazy. To be honest, the only combat armor I really have is Assassin armor. I broke my dono so you can see. I mean, Assassin is fine. Like, Assassin should be fine. You might just be having a healing issue. Or it could be, I mean, it could be a DPS issue. What's your weapon? And if you're really struggling, it wouldn't be a bad idea to get a Reaper Mask. Reaper Mask is very helpful for survivability. 100%. So running that is very important. Helmet skin alone is 1.4 bill. Yeah, it's Celestial Storm's helmet skin. Goodness. Very nice. Yo.
As a child, I yearned for the mines.
I was gonna say it.
D's Nuts donated $4.99 through Super Chat.
The text to speech.
_.
All right, I got you. You're up next. But yeah, we got the Overflux in here. We got the Fruitful Diamond Pickaxe, the Juju. We got the Juju, still run the Juju, but yeah, I mean, there's our LCM setup. For our first, we got this with first M7 comp. Very nice. Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna have to upgrade mine a lot for this.
Hoosier donated $4.99 through Super Chat.
All right, W's in the chat for Hoosier as well. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you guys so much for all the donos. We will move on to Bacon Boy's profile here in a moment. But yeah, I mean, definitely wouldn't be a bad idea to work on a little bit of minions here, but I imagine main thing we wanted to see here was the LCM setup. We do have Relic G-Drag. Okay. It's running Relic G-Drag as well. You don't see that very often. Most time for LCM setup, people will run Remedies for sure. But I mean, if your main use for it is other stuff, then that's fine. So we're doing profile reviews today, are $5, but if you join up tomorrow on our YouTube stream, we will have the free reviews being handed out by Nightbot. Nightbot will randomly pick somebody and we will do some free reviews. What is the LCM setup? It is a left-click mage setup. So when you get into M7, if you do right-click mage, you know, normal hype use, then you pretty much die all the time. Mage is very, very low health, very low defense. So generally, if you try and use hype, you are jumping into the middle of a bunch of mobs and you get one shot. Just like that. So what you have to do is you use the laser beam from the left click that you get in dungeons. So people will level up their claymores and stuff and use that instead to use with the laser beam. And that's what you do against the dragons as well, because you can't teleport in those sections, so there's no point in using Hyperion, really, with the right click damage. So you have to just jump up and use the left click to be able to beat up the dragons a little bit easier. But yeah, let's move on to Bacon Boy's profile. Again, thank you so much, Yusuf, for the dono. W-Mans. Let's see, what do we got? We got Bacon Boy right here. 2.8 bill net worth here. Let me actually move around real quick, just so I don't get AFK kicked. I might should go to my private island before doing this. But yeah, very nice, very nice. Boom, boom. Here we are. So we have 2.8 bill net worth, taming 50, mining 58, enchanting 60. Very nice. I mean, honestly, not looking bad on the skills. We already got alchemy 50, so this is probably a product of Derpy. You love to see it. Sven 7, dang, Sven 7 before Tarantula 7. You usually don't see that too much. That does not happen much nowadays. Or I guess it happens more now, probably because Tarantula's a little bit tougher than it used to be. But we got 227 skyblock levels, looking pretty clean. And yeah, it doesn't show T5s for the tarantulas yet. Hopefully they'll update the API in here a little bit. But it wouldn't be a bad idea to do some more powder grinding. I imagine that's probably what we're working on right now. Let's see. We do have a titanium drill, and we got the gemstone gauntlet as well. So powder grinding definitely is very important for sure. Generally recommend getting to like 20 mil gemstone and like around 8 mil mithril. I'm an Iron Man. Dang. Okay, got you. Yeah. Does it show that for me? I don't think it shows that in this this PV. Normally I use Skycrypt and it would show me, but it does not show that in here. So we've also got all these perfect gems saved up. Dang. Okay, yeah. So if we ever need to grind out those, we'll have that saved up too. Kata 29 as well. We do have some F7 comps. Very nice, very nice. Let's see. A little bit of crops. So you can definitely see our main method so far has definitely been mining, but 18 mil nether wart and 18 mil melon, that probably made us quite a bit as well if we didn't throw it into composter or something like that, which that is the pain of Iron Man. Do have to do that on occasion. LCM beam works off of strength. Bro, how did I get kicked for being AFK? I literally moved around. What do you mean? Works off of strength, crit damage, intelligence, and damage. It's by far our highest single hit damage. Yep, it do go kind of crazy. So I'm waiting until I play it because I'm too poor to afford a setup right now, or at least a good one for the parties that I'm in. So I will be running it at some point, but I got to save up like another bill or two before I can. Let's do that. Let's do this. All right, where were we? Yoink. Oh, please. First try. Okay. Yeah, powder. We talked about powder, talked about this, talked about this. But yeah, there's the 655. So again, this is on Iron Man. So that makes this way more impressive to have a 655. It is a grind to get this on Iron Man for sure. Plus the fuel tank and the drill engine, like all that stuff makes it so much grind. Definitely go for execute regent. But wouldn't be a bad idea to go for some minions, especially with the farming minions. They're some of the easier ones to go for And of course, having a good amount of minion slots for Iron Man is very important. It helps you make either more money while you're not playing, or level up some of the tougher collections, especially Hemo Vibe. I think that's in here. Yeah, like once you get to Rifts, once you start doing Rift, Hemo Vibe is very much a grind. So that would definitely be a good idea to get some minion slots in preparation for that, or even preparation for doing some of these like clay minions. Clay minions make a good chunk of money, and also can get some collection towards that, which doesn't unlock a ton of cool stuff, to be fair. Clay collection doesn't really have anything crazy in it, but just having some of these collections, you know, gunpowder as well, things that you can get out of the way without having to focus on yourself is always nice. Was the dungeon update gonna drop? I don't know. They don't tell me stuff. But we do have the Mithril Golem, so that means we dropped one of the Diamond Gems, or Mithril Gems, I think, from the Diamond Goblin Pet. So that's very nice. Got the Ammonite Elephant Pet. Dang, we got quite a few good pets. Wither Skeleton. We dropped a Phoenix Pet. Yo, that's a big deal. Phoenix Pet before 3 bill net worth on Iron Man is actually huge. That is actually huge. What else we got? Dang, we got a lot of pets. We got a pretty solid pets menu for Iron Man. Very clean. Very, very clean. We've done a little bit of bingo. Very nice, very nice. A little bit of museum stuff. Museum's always good for getting some Skyblock XP, get your health up, you know, effective health for running some Slayers at some point. It's always nice. Okay, missing out on a couple of the trophy fish. Not that big of a deal, though. I think missing 3 is fine. Like, that'll get you to the first trophy hunter set, so that's totally fine. 500 magic power, not a bad spot to be at. What was our Slayers again? So we do have E-Man 5, so we do have access to Juju. And usually, yeah, about 500 magic power is what you'd want to start getting into that. So looking pretty good, man. Looking pretty good. Are we looking for any advice on what to do next? Because main thing I would say is definitely powder grinding for Iron Man is very important. I know it takes a while and it's a pain, but it's definitely worth it. Why are you selling profile reviews? Are you broke IRL or what? Something like that. Something like that. Trying to get money for a GPU. Wanna quit SkyBlock but needs new GPU. Wild. Wild. Yeah, see, there we go. We're saving up for a new GPU. That's what I'm doing. For real, for real. Getting into F7. Okay, so I mean, having a Juju, that's definitely a big step in it. How are we doing in wardrobe? We got the Shadow Assassin gear. So yeah, I mean, Juju and Shadow Assassin, that's really about the best you can hope for. I mean, you could do F5s to try and drop a chest plate, but that's the main thing, honestly, that you could really go for. I mean, you could go for a Reaper helmet, or Reaper mask, I mean, as well. That's also an option. But I mean, Wither helmet, that's pretty clean right there. You know, not bad option. And E-Man, I think that's E-Man. Usually mean is autocorrect for E-Man. And E-Man T3s probably. Or so did we get carried to this, or like got a carry for T4? Let's see. What's our katana looking like? I imagine that's somewhere in Ender Chest. Maybe if I go to museum stuff. Where is museum stuff? Here we go. Got the end sword. I should be able to recognize it by looks, sort of, kind of, maybe. Unless it's not in here. Pooch. There we go. So we have a Void Edge. We got a Void Edge right now. Okay, so I would definitely get up to a Vorpal. Would be the big thing. Vorpal is a very big deal for doing some higher level E-Man. But I mean, Void Edge should be enough for T3s. You might want to do some dungeons and grind out some fumings on that, because that would help out quite a bit. Wouldn't be a bad idea to go for like Swarm books as well, which I don't remember what floor Swarm is on, chat. What floor does Swarm drop from? So I haven't dropped a Phoenix. I'm level 475. Dang, the grind is real. Powder on Iron Man requires a glossy mineral, so it's not hyper simple. I think that's why Mithril is so high compared to Gemstone. Makes sense. I mean, you don't have to have glossy mineral. You can use just regular mineral for powder. Like, it's not the biggest difference. It's like, what, 200 mining spread, which it does help. Don't get me wrong, but you can do it without it. Definitely do it without it. Do we have news about Sphin Slayer, like getting T5s added? Not really. I have Withered Legs and Boots just got a frag run. Okay, got you. Yeah, I mean, it would be a bad idea to go for some more magic power. What was our pets looking like? So this Enderman pet, I can't tell what level he is. There we go, 71. So Enderman pet is very good for using against Enderman Slayer, because this will that perk right there, 21.3% less damage, that goes up to 30% if you have it at level 100. So that's a very big deal for having some defense against those. So I would definitely level that up, because he will help out a ton. But yo, Walsh with a sub, appreciate it, man. Again, boys, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. We're closing in on 30K for the red name. I'm not smart enough to understand what half those words mean, so I have no thoughts. New islands would be enough, to be honest. I mean,
As a child, I yearned
the
for
areas they
mines.
added with Foraging Island weren't the worst, to be honest. Dev, it's $5, man. That's how it works. Or tomorrow, you can tune in tomorrow. We do have the free reviews going on, and just hope you get picked up by a Nightbot, because Nightbot randomly picks people. Yo, Eon with a sub, appreciate it, man. Again, boys, if y'all haven't already, make sure to subscribe. We're closing in on 30K for the red name. Yo, Quackers with the sub on Twitch as well. Appreciate the prime W's in the chat. Let's go. We're up to 68 out of 75. What's your IGN, bro? I'll get you a review up in here. But we've got to do Hoosier's as well. Hoosier, what's your IGN? I'll get you up next. Why you ignore me? Do I have to donate $5 for right now? That's how it works, man. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to ignore people. Everybody's asking for free reviews, and I can't do it, man. I can't do it. I got 3 chats asking for freebies. We do the freebies tomorrow when Nightbot chooses freebies. But today we do not have that. Would be the 30K special? That's a surprise. That is a surprise. Alright. Got you, Hoosier. We'll have you up next. But yeah, main thing for E-Man is getting this pet leveled up. That is a very big deal. For sure. And Final Destination, do we have Final Destination? Because T3 and above, you really need Final Destination. So we do have Final Destination. You might have to grind out some more kills on this, which wouldn't be a bad idea to like help level up the E-Man. You just, I think you have a Spirit Scepter, right? Yeah. So go around in like the 9K health Enderman area and just use Enderman Pet, use your Final Destination, and just kill those guys over and over and over again until you get up to like 10,000, maybe 15,000 kills. I think there's milestone at 15. It might be at 20. But just grind that up until you get the levels up. Am I making meth for mid game? Usually mining is what people will go for. Hunting's pretty good right now too, though. Hunt for pretty much any level of the game. There's some mob that you can hunt. Probably mid game. I mean, I know that shulkers and invisibugs make good money. I'm not totally sure about the rest. What in the world, Akeef? I'm trying to hold up. My brain can't wrap around that message, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, got you, Hoosier. Let's see. We're gonna see if we can head over to this dark auction real quick, and then we will we'll do a review mid-auction, unless a dark purple die shows up. How about that? Isn't Bruisers good because eyes? Yeah, I mean, you can do Bruisers as well. That's fine. But it's gonna be less kills. It's gonna be slower. Yo, Waka with the sub as well. W's in the chat for Waka. Appreciate it, man. Holy cow! All right, we've got some backlog here. I'm gonna try and get through these real quick. Okay, but again, thank you so much to Bacon. Could I still mage in F7 with storm boots and pants? You could, but it's gonna be tough because, you know, most of the better parties are gonna want a mage that has a Hyperion. That's really how it is. It's tough to mage as an Iron Man. It really is, and especially once you get into master mode, like. Generally, you know, master mode, you're gonna have a tough time because that's whenever what is it? My brain. That's whenever you start having to do LCM stuff, is once you get like to M4 and above, and it gets way more expensive. It's just easier to do it without. All right, got you, Waka. You'll be up. We've got like 3 reviews piled up right now, so I gotta get through these real quick. But let's see what's gonna show up first. First up, we have Hoosier. Said he's a newer player. We have a Midas sword in the Dark Auction showing up right now. Very nice, very nice. Okay. But yeah, I think that's everything. Again, thank you so much, Bacon, for the dono. Appreciate it. For Hoosier, we have Taming 50 and Combat 50 as well. Very nice, very nice. So looking good there. We've got Rev 7. Wouldn't be a bad idea to go for Tarantula 4 and Sven 7. Or not. Tarantula 6 and Sven 6. There we go. Because that will unlock Auto Slayer, which lets you not have to call Maddox in between every single Slayer. It just saves so much time. It's a very big deal. Would highly recommend doing that. Which, I mean, Aatrox is going to be gone in like 40 minutes or something. So we don't have too much longer left to get like best setups for that. But it's still worth it to do. Okay, we got a good amount of powder done. It wouldn't be a bad idea to go for like 20 mil gemstone. I know it's a lot, but it is worth it. It is worth it. It is a lot, but it will make you a lot more money in the future. So I highly recommend doing that. Okay. Let's see what's next. What's going to be next? Power 6. Wow. Yoink. Okay. We were talking about gemstones. Okay, so now we are Cata 19. Not too shabby. Yeah, running some F6s. That's generally the floor you'll run until... The heck? Why are you putting me in that menu? That's so goofy. Okay, now it's just going to... Dark Auction may not be the best place to do this, Loki. But yeah, Rev 7 without Auto Slayer is insane. That is a grind right there. That is a grind. What is our setup? So we have Enderman level 2. So what are we playing F6 with? Let's see. I imagine we do have Shadow Assassin. Full Shadow Assassin. Very nice. And we got a Spirit Short Bow. Okay, that's all you really need, honestly. That's fine. I would recommend getting a Juju before you get into F7, though. To be honest. Also, minions are a big deal. Minions do get overlooked a lot. This is one of the biggest things to focus on early game, is getting good minions. Because even if you have to take a break for, you know, a week or two just because of, who knows, work or tests or whatever it is, your minions will still be playing. So they'll be making you money. So having a lot of minions from a lot of minion slots is a very, very important thing. So I would highly recommend doing that. Let's see. I won't really worry about that stuff too much. We got 690 magical power. So you definitely have the gear to grind out some E-Man. I would recommend getting, you know, the Reaper Mask. That will help quite a bit because that does give you a ton of healing and a decent chunk of defense against Enderman. So that would be very important to go for. But you've already got Rev level 7, so you just got to buy it. It was good, TNT. How's it going, bro? What's your money method? If you had to make quick 250 mil, what would you do? For me, I'd probably do Blaze Slayer.
I yearned for the mines.
Holy cow.
Deleter donated $5 through Super Chat.
Deleter with the 5. Let's go. Okay, I have so many stacked up. Let's see. What else do we have? I think that's the main stuff that I would say for right now. And yeah, I mean, you've already got the Devon, so you're looking good with that. Do we have a drill? Gemstone Gauntlet. Okay, so definitely, if this is your main thing for mining, I would definitely recommend getting a drill, because Gemstone Gauntlet is kind of trash nowadays. It used to be really good, but it's not very good now. So, I mean, for the price, again, it's only 14 mil, so it's still not the worst thing to use, but generally, you're going to want to get something better. Working on leveling drill up. Got you. So, yeah, I would definitely recommend doing that. But, yeah, any questions before we move on to the next one? I've got a few that I gotta catch up on. So again, apologies for me being slow, boys. Did I change the number on here after the second one? I don't think I did. We're at the funny number, guys. We're at the funny number. And it's a turtle pet. Okay, so I got no reason to be here. Unfortunate. No purple dye. Mold. Got stuff in the forge. Gotcha, makes sense. Alright, again, thank you for the dono, Hoosier. Appreciate it. Let me swap lobbies real quick. Stand on the bank, and we will do the next one. So, yo, Luke with the T3 member. W's in the chat for Luke. Appreciate it, man. Absolute legend. All right, well, there we are. We are now at 70 out of 75. And as T3 member, Luke does get early access to videos. So we have a video that is up right now that will actually go up for everybody else tomorrow, but members get to see it today. So pretty cool stuff. But W-Mans, appreciate it. Absolute legend. Dang, we are only 5 away, chat. I might have to dye an armor set soon. That'd be kind of awkward. That'd be kind of awkward. Co-op has my mining setup with Devon's Glacial Golem 655 or whatever. Okay, got you. All right, so first off, I've got to do. Let's see. We got Quackers IGN real quick. Pretty early game, but some help would be valuable. All right, sorry it took me so long. We are here now. Bang. And then we have Waka, and then we have Deleters. So that is our order right now. So we are at level 403. We are combat 30, foraging 39. Came in for the foraging update. Very nice. And level 143. Okay. So we've done a little bit of Revs, little Trench, a little Sven. Again, as far as Slayers are concerned, getting these 3 to level 6 is very important because that unlocks Auto Slayer and just makes your life easier from that point on as far as it comes for Slayers. So that's definitely a good idea. We are cat of 23, so we've done a lot of dungeons for sure. What is our magical power? So we're at 400 magical power. So as far as combat is concerned, I would definitely recommend trying to get up to around 500 before you progress too much more in dungeons. Because in F7, you're really going to want to have a Juju. Juju shortbow is very important for the progression right now. Is pretty important for getting into good parties as far as F7 is concerned. So you don't need a Juju to run Archer. Generally, Archer people will want a Terminator for their Archer. So it gets really expensive to play Archer. But you can use that Juju to play Berserker. I know it's weird, but the meta right now for playing Berserker is to actually use a short bow. So Berserker, you can use a Juju. You can use a Juju as a tank player. You can use a Juju as a healer. So you have access to 3 separate classes. So if somebody's playing one of the classes and they can't play the other classes and they want someone to swap, you'll be a little flexible, you know, and be able to swap classes without being kicked from the party and stuff, you know. So that's nice. It'll open up a lot of slots for you. It's really good. But also, leveling up minions is a good thing to do for sure. Again, I talked about this on the last profile, but definitely getting some minions leveled up can help you make a lot more money, first off, even when you're not able to play. And also, it just unlocks more crafting recipes and other things for you to be able to do in the future. So highly recommend leveling up your minions as you go through progression. Let's see, what do we got in the wardrobe right now? We do have Sorrow gear, so I imagine this is our mining setup right now with Dimensional on it. Makes sense for sure. As far as drills go, again, generally it's a good idea to go for some form of drill. Generally, a titanium drill is the drill you'll use to make money. But before you make money, you do have to do quite a bit of powder grinding. Unfortunately, it doesn't show me what your Heart of the Mountain level is right now. So if you do know what that is, that would be good information to have for me right now to tell you what to do next. But generally, what you want to do is you get to Heart of the Mountain level 7, and then you level up your powder buff perk, and then you grind out your gemstone powder first, and then your mithril powder after that. What in the world? True, real Askif. Real man. Or Akif. I read that second A as an S. I can't read. Yeah, we, totally. 400 mil an hour right now. IRL money making method goes crazy. Goes crazy. Yo, GG Regent. Very nice. Free reviews tomorrow, gamer. Check out the backpack. Alright, let's see what we got in here. Backpacks. Okay, so we got the Bronze Hunter gear. We've got the mineral sets. The Wither gear. Okay. We're setting up for the Wither setups. Got Glaciite. Got Mastiff Sponge. Not too shabby, not too shabby. All of the equipment setups here. Dang, we already got a Molten setup. That's pretty clean. And we got the potions chilling. There is actually a potion bag. I think that's unlocked in Netherwart collection, though. Got the Rev Falchion, Tarantula Fang. Okay, so all the weapons for all of our Slayers. Very nice. How about the Ender Chest? There we go. So there's Titanium. We got a 455 already. Okay. Not too shabby. Very, very nice. There are some upgrades that you can get to help out with the powder grind, because that again will probably be the next thing that you focus on. Heart of the Mountain 5 right now. Okay, yeah, so not bad. So once you get it up to 7, it wouldn't be a bad idea to invest in like a ruby drill or something, because that will give you some powder increase. Yo, what's good, Lax? How's it going, bro? I do not do island visits. I might do them at some point, Spicy. That wouldn't be a bad idea. I might do them at some point, but not today. It's just I'm worried about doing those because I know people have invited me to their islands because there's something inappropriate built on there, and I don't want that to happen on stream. So I don't know. Maybe we don't do those. I probably, if I do, I'll have to get a mod to visit and scout things out for me. But time of the stream being Eastern time, it'll be 27 hours from right now. So in like 3 hours in a day. So for me, it will be probably it'll be around 2 or 3 is usually when I start, somewhere around there. But yeah, trying to do T4 E-Man. Did my first T3 yesterday, and I want to get to level 7 GG. Let's go. But yeah, we've got the titanium drill. So again, this is a good place to be at. But a ruby drill is good for mithril powder grinding, and then they have the mithril drills for ruby drill is good for gemstone powder grinding, and then they have the mithril drills for mithril powder grinding. So those are good upgrades to go for if you want to do that. Any tips for getting Juju requirement? Let's see. So what do we have again? We do have, I mean, you have this wither set up. If you wanted to, do frag runs and stuff to be able to get it up to Necron, like this should be really nice, but I would highly, highly recommend getting a Reaper Mask. Reaper Mask is a very, very big deal for being able to do T2s generally. What you'll want to do is use a Reaper Mask and then like 3/4 Necron, or Shadow Assassin works fine, but Necron would definitely be better. And do that to handle T2 E-Man and grind out T2 E-Man until you get up to like Enderman level 4, I believe. And once you're at Enderman level 4, you unlock Final Destination armor, and then you'll have to grind out a bunch of kills on that and be able to do T3s with that. So it is a long grind to be able to get to Juju, but it is, one of the best weapons in the game. It's very worth doing, 100%. But yeah. Yo, what's good, Vinks? We are doing paid reviews today. I do have a little bit of a backlog right now, so I gotta catch up. But we will do free reviews tomorrow. Those will be on YouTube, so make sure to check out the YouTube !YT in the Twitch chat. But we will have Nightbot randomly picking people from the chat tomorrow for the paid reviews, or for the free reviews, English. That is the plan. And also a big deal for sure for E-Man is, again, getting this Enderman pet up to level 100. So having an epic or higher tiered Enderman pet at level 100 will give you 30% damage reduction from Ender monsters. So that is a very big deal for doing E-Man. That helps out a ton. And this was bugged for a couple weeks. It is fixed now. So if you guys were having issues with E-Man for a couple weeks, it's probably because the pet was bugged. So the pet is fixed now. Mob types bugged it out and they fixed it like Tuesday. So should be chilling on that. But if that is everything, we can move on to Waka's profile. I believe that's everything. Any questions before we move on to the next one? Let me go ahead and copy this. And Waka says he's struggling with E-Man T4 and wants to get to level 440. Okay, so we will be helping some more with E-Man. Is the plan. Stay hydrated, fellas. Thanks for your help. Thank you so much for the subscription, Quackers. Appreciate it, man. W-Mans again. Thank you guys for all the donos today. I absolutely appreciate it. Next up, we have Wake. So we have 7.4 bill net worth. And again, we are currently SkyBlock level 330. So we are currently aiming for trying to get up to level 440. Okay, so we got to map out a whole plan for that. So, of course, Slayers is a good thing. Sven 9 would definitely give a lot of XP. Highly recommend doing that. Combat 60, you should get along the way from doing Sven and E-Man. Of course, foraging up to 54 is a big deal. Farming 60, all these levels are definitely a good thing to go for. Can't decide if mining, farming, Slayers, or dungeons should be prioritized. Okay, let me take a look here. How we looking? I mean, I would definitely prioritize getting Sven 9, because that really doesn't take long, especially if you've got, let's see, yeah, Fiery Crimson and Warden. Like, you should be pretty much two-tapping those. Probably. I mean, Depends. Even with Massive and Pooch, though, you can usually one tap with a decent amount of magic power, so probably be chilling on that. Yo, what's good, He-Man? Again, we are doing paid reviews today, so free reviews will be tomorrow on YouTube, so make sure to check out the YouTube. I feel like I'm nearing the end, but not sure what's up and where to start. That isn't farming just for now. Got you. So yeah, you'll be right up next, Deleter. I got you. And we will see what the options are. What PV do you use? We are on Badline right now. Normally I use Skycrypt, but Skycrypt is having some issues today. So we're just using BLC for the time being. So it's built into my my mod client. Okay, so we've got really good powder. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea to grind out Glaciite powder. Glaciite powder really goes by pretty quickly. And it gives XP up until you get it up to 20 mil powder. So once you get up to 20 mil powder, it will stop giving Skywalk XP, but it does give a good chunk of Skywalk XP until that point. What would be a good money-making method for me? Again, hunting is a good option. But I mean, since you're already doing dungeons, F5 is fine. F5 makes a good chunk of money. So that wouldn't be a bad idea either. Because Legion books are generally like a mil profit, and then, you know, you have the chance to drop like Shadow Assassin chest plates and other stuff that are worth even more. Recoms, you know, things like that. So F5's not a bad choice if you can get a good party for it, for sure. But if you don't want to worry about, you know, getting a party for things like that, I mean, again, you were getting into mining, so if you want to just grind out your powder and start going for mining, it'll take a little bit before it starts making really good money, but you know, it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. But let's see. So farming, I mean, again, farming doesn't give a ton of XP is the problem. Like up until level 60, it's really good. So if you wanted to push for farming 60, that's fine. But after that, crop milestones are terrible for XP. It's like spend 3 hours for 1 XP, and you have so many better rates than that to get for XP other than this. Or other than farming. So would definitely recommend getting it up to 60, but after that, probably just dip because it's not worth it. Let's see, what else do we have in here? Minions. This is a big deal. So minions are very cheap to level. A lot of times, like, you know, Cactus, this is not expensive to get it up. Like, maybe getting up to 12 would be expensive, but getting up to like 7 or 8 or 9 or even 10, like, that's probably not too much, and it does give a good chunk of XP. So would highly recommend doing that. Another thing that this PV does not show is gas, or not gas, Essence Shop. I saw the gas minion somewhere, or was thinking about the gas minion. This guy looked like a gas minion. Anyways, Essence Shops. Essence Shops are very cheap, and they give a ton of XP, so I would highly recommend doing those. Those are very, very good. Very, 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 very good. Also, Rifts. If you haven't gotten to Mountaintop, every single one of the what are they called? The time charms gives 100 XP. So that's a big deal. What in the world? You get #1 in 180 hours of reviewing profiles. If rates stay the same, you get YouTube rank. That's crazy. That's crazy. What's an essence shop? So there are shops for each type of essence. There's like forest essence. There's a shop in the Galatia Island with forest essence. There's the shops in the dungeon hub. Like if I go over here, it's also in dungeon hub, but if I go down to this NPC right here, he has this essence shop where I can buy perks and things with undead essence, and then I can buy perks with wither essence. So it's a good idea to max out those shops. It gives a bunch of XP, plus the perks are usually pretty good. Like, they're not super noticeable a lot of times, but they're really cheap to get, and it does help quite a bit. So they're really good to go for. All essence shops are 50% done, I'm pretty sure, except for Wither Shop. Yeah, the Help with the Fairies, that one's fun. Actually, I think that one's undead essence. But yeah, that one's a grind. Making a new profile, leaving the last one for minions, even though it has a lot of things, is a good idea. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea if you're not planning on playing it, like just setting up some good minions. Oh, election's over. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Diaz and Minister Paul. Let's go. 10 bonus score on dungeon runs. All right, chat. I'm gonna have to start doing dungeons over the weekend, like a bunch. Holy cow. We have Paul Minister, though. Massive W's. Massive W's. All right, let's see. Where were we again? Gold essence should be done. Okay, cool. Yeah, so those are, again, those are really good for XP. And one thing a lot of people don't know about, which is always surprising me because I guess I was around when the update came out, but if you weren't around, then you probably don't know. If you go in your menu, you can go to Skyblock leveling, and there's the Skyblock guide right here. And you can just look through and see what your easiest XP is based on the ranking in here. So this is a very good idea to just look at this and be like, oh, I didn't realize that this gave XP. Let me go do that, you know? Like, this is a fully exhaustive list of things that are easy to do. And then, you know, of course, you get to late games, things that are a little harder to do. Cat of 40, E-Man 9, Blaze 6, you know, things like that. So it definitely gets harder as you go on, but it is a full list of things that you can do. So would highly recommend checking that out if you're looking for ways to get XP, for sure. Because even though I can't see all the stuff in here, like, it can see all of your things and what you have left. Which one of them would be trophy fishing? I know it's painful, but it does give a lot of XP. It's like 16 XP per gold and then 32 XP per diamond. Like, that's a lot of XP. But yeah, Paul did get Minister. Absolute W's. Absolute W's. What else? I think, does Dojo give XP? I don't remember. It's been a while. Museum. There's some really cool things you can put in here. You know, tribal spears, very cheap to throw in here. Starlight wands, decent bow. Like, a lot of these things would cost you less than like 100k to put in here and give well over 1 XP per. So that's also a good way to get some XP right there. But yeah, I think that covers most of it, right? Did I miss anything? I mean, 440, it does take a while to get to. It does take a hot minute, but it is worth it. All right, thank you, Waka. I appreciate the subscription again. I can't speak today. Again, absolute W's. Thank you guys so much for all the donuts today. And now we have Deleter's profile. Let's see what we got from Deleter. So Deleter said, feel like I'm nearing the end, but not sure what's up and where to start. That isn't farming just for now. Okay. So dang, yeah, bro's got more money than me. 74 build net worth. He's got like 150% of my net worth right now. We do have the Crimson set up right now. Infernal Crimson, full Infernal Crimson. Very, very clean. So yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea to do Blaze. I imagine that's what we're running that for. What do we have in the inventory? Yeah, we got Dagger. So we were doing Blaze. So yeah, Blaze gives good XP for sure. 100%. So other than that, we got like crop milestones, I imagine. We're level 493, so we have 30 levels to go. I imagine a lot of that is like mostly bot stuff, and like the rest is crop milestones. It's usually how it goes, or bestiaries. Honestly, I didn't mind most of the bestiary grinds, I won't lie. Although we do have Kata levels, so I mean, Kata 50, that is a great thing to go for. Which, I mean, honestly, putting it off until Dungeon Breaker comes out isn't the worst idea, but Paul Minister right now, also not a bad idea to do. Made my rod co-op soulbound, so I'm a trophy fish. Once I can craft Hellfire, makes sense, that's the plan. It is a grind. I mean, honestly, the fastest way to unlock Hellfire, though, is from trophy fishing, because salvaging the trophy fish gives a ton of magma fish collection, so it's not a bad idea to do it that way either. But yeah, crop milestones are a pain. I won't lie. They are a bit painful. Minions are looking good. Collections are looking good, of course. Everything very strong in here. Yep, everything's maxed. Kinda figured. I don't know what this would be. Typical bugs, I guess. Who knows? What else we got? I doubt we're really missing anything. We got 2 G-Drags, one with Anubis skin and one with Ancient skin. Very nice. Yeah, man, we're looking so good in here. 88 points, 252 completed goals. Look at that. So yeah, we got a little bit of stuff to put in museum, it looks like, unless it's bugged out, which is possible, but I don't think it is. So yeah, not too much to go for. Like, I imagine most of this is viable. I mean, you can do the trophy fishing, that's an option. I'm mage, I don't full need Dungeon Breaker, but I'm waiting for that. Got you. I hear friends getting wiped for playing with cheaters. Yeah, so definitely waiting till that comes out is a good idea. And yeah, avoiding playing with cheaters, that's a big deal. But going for this wouldn't be a bad idea, you know. This gives a ton of Skyblock XP. It does take a long time to do, though. It is a grind. Hearthstone is definitely not in Rift collection. So it, like, when Bad Lion can't figure out what a collection is, it just doesn't say what it is. So I imagine that was probably Timite collection is what that was. Probably what that was. But yeah, so again, trophy fishing would be a good option. We're at 1860 magical power, so like that's probably about the only thing we're missing is the diamond Odger's Tooth. Trying to do that recently for 4 hours, got so bored. Yeah, it's a pain. I won't lie. It is a pain. But like, of course, you know, the attribute helps a ton, which I imagine you probably got that already. But there is the attribute for trophy chance. There's the umbrella that got added a while back. It is in Umber collection, which this thing, it does give 5 trophy fish chance. Place it down for, it'll give it for 6 minutes, right? I think, or 5 minutes. Give it for 5 minutes. So you on 1.21? I'm on 1.8 right now. I play on 1.21 only if I'm doing foraging stuff, so rarely. What money making method should I do with Hype and Storm? I just got Hype and I'm trying to get Term for M7. You can probably do like T1 Kudra, but honestly, Hype and Storm don't really unlock that much. That's the problem. That's why I recommend going for Term first, because you can play M1, M2, M3 without a Term, or without a Hype, but you can't play them without a Term. Generally. I mean, maybe. Depending on your cattle level, you might get away with it, but you're just going to die a lot. It's kind of how that works. Reverse time charm is taking a bunch of time. The dancer thing especially. Yeah, dancer is a grind. It is a grind. Well, what else we got? I think that's the main things, honestly, that I can see. Of course, I mean, crop milestones are a pain. If you have 2 monitors, crop milestones aren't bad. You just binge a show and then play farming on the other monitor. That's what I did. I think I binged the entirety of Star Wars Rebels and Star Wars The Clone Wars. But so Blaze Dungeons, when do I go for bestiary and fishing? Yeah, so fishing, I would say, I mean, fishing, it really just wipe out everything else until you get just bestiary and crop milestones left, and then just kind of flip-flop between whichever one you would prefer between those. You get bored of one, you swap to the other. You get bored of that, you swap back. That's generally what I would do. Or honestly, I mean, if you wanted to, you could start focusing on those 2 things first, and then when you get bored of both of those things, you'll still have, you know, Blaze Slayer and Catacombs and other things to do that are more enjoyable. Watched all the Harry Potter movies for Glaciite Powder. I might have to do that for something at some point. But we're only doing paid reviews today, so free reviews are tomorrow. We'll be doing those tomorrow. So Nightbot will be picking tomorrow, but today it's just paid reviews. But I think that's everything. Are we finally caught up? I hope. I think we're caught up. Let me scroll up and make sure I didn't miss anything. I think we're finally caught up here. I do believe. It's looking good. Yo, what's good, Mitt? It's going pretty good. How you doing, bro? What's up? What's up? But yeah, Nightbot will be choosing tomorrow. So today we're just, the plan was to do Revs and then the occasional profile review, but we ended up on doing like doing profile reviews the last hour at least. Grind is real. But I appreciate all the donos. Appreciate it, boys. Thank you. Thank you to Leader. Appreciate it, man. Absolute legend. Best Abbycase talisman to get. For me, I use, hold up. Where is it at? This one. I use the Samsung GG because it adds 2 contact slots. But you don't really need that if you have all the upgrades now. All the contact trios, I don't think you really need that because I have how many slots now? I've got what? That's 48, 58, 62. I have 62, and there's only 55 or 56 contact slots right now. So you really don't need that many. Really don't. Where do I find a group to do lots of dungeon runs? Because up to Cat 23, I've been party finding. I mean, honestly, that's usually what I do. And then, I mean, you can find groups in like maybe SBZ Discord or something. Goodness, that's so weird. Hate when they're invisible like this. So wacky. But you gotta be careful, because trying to find groups, again, if you try and find a permanent party finder, if they ask you to join a Discord and verify, don't do it, because they're probably trying to rat you. It's usually how that goes. So you gotta be careful about that. But if you can get by without it, then go chill. Honestly, I mean, what I did was, for me, I mean, I streamed and I just found people that I played with a lot. You know, if you play at the same time every day, even without streaming, you know, you should be able to find like the same parties most of the time. So, again, there's no perfect perm. Generally, you know, you might find a group that you play the same 4 people or 5 people, like, you know, all the time for like a week or even a month. But generally, life happens for at least one person, and then you gotta find somebody new. That's usually how it goes. It's hard. It's hard. Any party finder which says join Discord even for voice, I'm like, nah, screw that. Yeah, that's the smart way to be. Don't do it. It's sketchy. Is that better than any of the ones that give wisdom? Honestly, I probably should be using the combat wisdom one right now. That might let me get by with 1 less kill. Hold up. Call Elizabeth. Although the problem would be I'd have to recom that talisman to make it actually work. So, I mean, if you're into Slayers, probably the combat wisdom one is the best, to be honest. I should do it anyways. I wouldn't have to enrichment, I just have to recom it, which I think is okay. Although it's only like half of one, right? So like half a wisdom for that, I think. Abbey foam, Abbey cases. It's 1.5. Sure. Sure. Okay, and then we get 1 recom. It made me buy that. I have them in my accessory bag. Whatever. Alright, well, there's that. And I'll keep this one somewhere. I'll just put it here for now. If an update comes out and I end up needing more contact slots, we'll have that as an option. But back in the day, that wasn't like optional, so that's why I had that. I don't really use Abbey phones, but I need the talisman for XP and magical power. Probably, I would get the combat one, like I just did, because that's probably the most useful one. Like, realistically, if you get all your other skills leveled up to 60, they have no use after that. But that extra combat wisdom does help with Slayers, so even after your combat 60. So that's probably the most useful one. Mining Diamond's still good? Yeah, that's still the best money method for Iron Man players. But welcome back, Nathan. Ba-doom. Dude, my friends list is gonna be full. It's gonna happen one of these days. But yeah, there's a bunch of those chill. A bunch of those scammer party finder parties. It do happen quite a bit. Yoink. But again, if y'all enjoying the stream, if you're on Twitch, make sure to hit that follow. If you're on YouTube, smash the sub button. We're closing in on 30K for the red name. Getting very close. What do you think about the sheepskins? I mean, did I just... Bro, how many books? Good grief. I mean, they distinguish between, you know, which are the OG and which are the new ones. I guess they're doing a cash grab like me right now. For real, for real. For real, for real. You know, I guess I mean, the last few fire sales they've had have not done well. Even the ancient blue whale. Did the ancient blue whale even sell out? I don't know if it even sold out. Hold up, can I call Elizabeth and check? Probably. Fire sales. Previous fire sales. Items offered 7.5K. Did they all sell? Or no? Because it ended in that amount of time. So that means that it, like, did not sell. If it ended in 96 hours, then it didn't fully sell out, right? I presume. Maybe. I would think. Maybe not. Because all these are also the same, and I know some of these had to sell out, surely. Oh, wait. Oh, so it just shows the amount sold if it didn't sell out. So it did sell out. Made a mistake today. I changed Crimson to Mage and Recon reset. Oh, did like the Aurora and all that stuff reset. Fun times. Is the Hardstone chest still the best way to powder grind? Yep, that's the best way to get Mithril, or best way to get Gemstone, I mean. But for Mithril, you have to do Dwarven Mines commissions. Is the best way to do those. But yeah, I can't do M7 right now. Imagine I'm mid M7 run, I get a dono, I have to PV downtime for everyone after the run, you know? So not today, but I will probably do some again starting Monday. I'll probably run it. Yoink. Destroyed. It's wild explosives. I might run some after stream or something like that. That's probably what I'll do, because yeah, my party will be on later, you know. Get you, me, replays, Dawn, Chili. Get the full squad running it. Might be the strats. Curious if I can use Badline when running on Modrinth. You cannot. So Badline is its own client. You have to use Badline client, which you can launch Badline now if you don't have it downloaded. You launch it from Lunar client and then you play it. But I don't know how many of the Badline mods Lunar has now, because Lunar bought Badline like I guess it's been a few months now. Quite a few months. They just have stopped uploading Badline, or updating Badline, I mean. But I presume they've been updating Lunar still. Kinda wacky. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to swap to Lunar soon, probably. Probably what's gonna happen. Sad times. But we'll see. We'll see. Really haven't gotten to do too much Rev XP today. I was hoping to drop a Warden Heart. I don't know if it'll happen. If we can get up to a mil, that'd be kind of epic. Mil Rev XP would be pretty pog. Okay, I'm gonna leave that guy. I'm gonna let him chill right there. Hi there, fella. Respawn. Gotta love the cocoons, dude. They're so nice. They're so very, very nice. I wonder if the cocoon bugs out stuff though, low-key. I mean, it does, but like if it bugs out your drops. Because whenever a boss cocoons, it like starts a quest, completes the quest, spawns the boss as it starts a new quest. So you get like 2 quests done from killing 1 cocooned boss. So I'm curious if you would have like dropped something on like the first of those 2 quests, if it actually drops that, you know? Because that could very well be bugged. I'm just, you know, using some form of copium, any form of copium I can right now, to explain why I've gotten like 10 million XP without dropping a Warden Heart. Yo, what's good, Fred? Nothing yet, which I mean, we've been mainly doing profile reviews so far today, so we haven't done too many revs. We've probably done like maybe 50. Maybe. So, the night is still young. Yoink. Do. Yo, Pran's back. What's good? Yo, what's good, Omkar? How's it going? Hello, sir. There's a person in this lobby. Hopefully he leaves. If not, I will have to dip. Okay, he left. W-mans. See, sometimes you get the gamers out here who want to just compete for all the kills. for no reason. And then you get the goats like that who just dip immediately. Absolute legends. Ah, man, my magic fine's back down to 291. I miss Aatrox. It's pronounced Omkar. Is that not how I pronounced it? Is that not what I said? I am Confucian. Do I need to put more emphasis on the H? What's the highest amount dono you've ever gotten? I think it's above my head right there, ain't it? I believe. Right? Yep, 250 from burpees. That is the most I've ever gotten. Absolute legend. Ohm. So Omkar instead of Omkar. Okay. Alrighty. Mercs. Let's go. Yoink. Chill. Yeah, well, I guess we've dropped Snake Rune. Oh, there we go. Hey, there's some money. I didn't even get the Magifine swap off. That's crazy. 227. That's crazy. Scythe Blade. I didn't even get the Magic Find swap off. Lol XD. Alright, well, who needs Magic Find to make money? No, if I got that Magic Find swap off, it would have been a Warden Heart instead. For real, for real. That's how it would have worked. Do 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 do. Very nice, very nice. But yeah, whenever I'm done with dungeons, we'll probably do more streams like this, where we have donos for profile reviews. But I may, I won't put it in the title then, you know. Just be, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. We'll see. Infinite money glitch. Real. Real. Yoink. So we'll be doing the free reviews on YouTube tomorrow, DT. So today we're doing a little bit different. Like normally I would, you know, just grind revs. But I figured I'd give some incentives for donos today. And then tomorrow we'll be doing some free reviews, and we'll still have the option for paid reviews. But Nightbot will randomly choose people from the chat, and we'll review them. That is the plan. So that is going to be in like 27-ish hours. We'll do that. But that will be only on YouTube, just because Nightbot can only choose from one type of chat. So he would either only be able to choose from Twitch or only be able to choose from YouTube. And I get more people on YouTube, so we do those streams on YouTube only. How much RNG we get per boss? RNG meter. It's like 1,500 right now. During Aatrox, it was 1.8k, but Aatrox is gone now. It is Diaz and Paul, which reminds me. Hold up. I need to place a bid real quick. Oh, it ends in an hour? Hold up. Let's do 2.2 mil. That puts us in the top 1k right now. Chat, go bid. Go bid right now. But don't bid more than me. Just bid 2 mil. But yeah, that's going to be free money right there, boys. That is going to be free monies. Yoink. Chillax. Absolutely free coins. Should I sell my Chimera for Glossy or save it for when it goes up and buy stuff for 655? It's a good question. I mean, we're getting Jerry in the next month, I think. Like, he'll be here in a month. So if you save it for, like, a week before Jerry gets elected and sell it then, that's probably the highest it'll be if Diana doesn't get elected before Jerry. But, I mean, it depends. Because Glossy is good for money if you're on Iron Man, but it's not really that crazy otherwise. So I would prioritize a 655, because even if you do end up going for Glossy at some point and doing diamond mining and stuff, then yo, chill. then 655 is still going to be kind of necessary for that as well, for either version. So how much money for you to give me the next Warden Heart you get? How much are they going for on auction house right now? Warden Heart, yoink. I guess like 95 mil. Guess that's how much it'll be. Yo, let's go Pradesh. Yo, my scythe blade sold. Money, money, money. Guess that makes up for that recon that I accidentally bought. I have no idea what that is, Pranesh. I'm gonna be honest. I got no clue. Awkward. But yeah, that should be really good, honestly. If it's up for another hour, so if people don't realize that's going on, and we can get like, you know, even top 2,500 for that. How much is that profit wise right now? Hold up. So yeah, we get 10 right now. Stock of stonks are currently, they're about 2 mil. So we are currently paying 2.2 million coins for like 18 mil, 19 mil, something like that. If that goes through, which I mean, again, we're probably dropping out of the top 1K. But even then, we're paying that for like 9 mil. So either way, I'm getting like at least 7 mil profit probably. 7 to 17 mil. That's pretty epic. Are you good at Bed Wars? No. I used to be not terrible, probably, maybe. But I was not good. Yo, DT with the 245 bits. Alrighty, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Stand up here on the clock tower. Can you view my profile? ID is DTCRI. Alright, let's see. Yoink. So we are at 4.4 bill net worth. We have Taming 50, Alk 50, and Forging 50 right now. Very nice, very nice. We do have E-Man 7, so we got access to a term running the Necron gear right now. SkyBlock level 210. We have Rev 8, Sven 6, Tarantula 7. Dang, E-Man 7 before Sven 7 is kind of crazy, I won't lie. Not too much on the powder grind, that's fair. What mining are we again? 33, so haven't focused too much on that. Kata 31 though, so definitely good enough to be running our F7s. Got a little bit of M1s done. Very clean, very clean. How's the weaponry looking? We do have a Terminator. Okay, duplex. You do not want duplex generally at this level. This is not ideal unless you're running Kudra. The only time you want duplex is if you're running like T2 or T3 and above Kudra. Or if you're running M7 or M6. Or no, M7 as a Burz or an Archer. Because duplex shoots a lot of arrows, which is good for boss fights, but it is bad for clear. And especially if you're just getting into master mode, you're probably gonna have issues with clear. So I would highly recommend swapping this to Soul Eater. That is a very, very big deal, because that will help out so much with clearing out mobs and make your runs way faster. And you'll do more damage, except to bosses, but still, it's worth it. Worth it, because all the bosses are pushovers until you get into M7, pretty much. So we also have our giant sword right here. We've got the Hyperion as well. How's our pets looking? Do we have a G-Drag? We don't have a G-Drag yet, so that would also be the next big progression step for sure, is to get your hands on a G-Drag. So I imagine that's probably what we're saving up money for. As far as combat goes, that's the next big progression step. But would definitely recommend getting some minion slots up as well. So definitely crafting some of these minions that we haven't crafted yet. At least getting them up to level 5. Like, you can get all these guys up to level 5 for probably like less than 250k a piece. Even up to level 7 probably for less than 250k a piece. And that will just give you so much more minion slots, help you make so much more money per day. If you get, you know, like some slime minions or something else to put down to make money. So it's definitely worth investing in your minions. Very, very worth doing that. They did fix E-Man Pet. They fixed E-Man Pet on Tuesday. So that is a very big deal that got fixed. So this isn't loading. Awkward. So we have not done Kudra yet. So yeah, definitely want to swap that to Soul Eater then for sure. Magical power. It wouldn't be a bad idea to go for like 1,000 before you go for G-Drag, but honestly, yeah, I don't know. It depends. G-Drag and about 1,000 magical power, that's kind of where you want to be at when you're going into Master Mode. But also, I mean, we're combat 48 right now, so it wouldn't be a bad idea to kind of pause on dungeons and maybe run some Slayers, try and make a little bit of money. Because Tarantula Slayer, especially right now, is very good for money. Tarantula Slayer makes very good money, especially if you're doing T5s. So I would highly recommend doing that. Any clue when the next Forging Island is out? They haven't really hinted anything, to be honest. But yeah, definitely would run some Tarantula Slayer, help you make some of that money, and get you some combat XP. That's what I would do. Plus, generally in dungeons, if you don't have the gold head for a floor, then it's going to be better to run a Tarantula helmet than a Necron's helmet. So it kind of goes Necron's helmet, Tarantula helmet, and then probably Primordial helmet is in there somewhere, and then gold head and then diamond head would be like the ideal thing to run as an archer or a burrs or a healer on each floor. So I would definitely recommend going for a Tarantula helmet for that. But yeah, I mean, again, for 4.4 build net worth, we're out here with a Terminator and a Hype. Like, that's not bad. That's not bad. It is a little bit rushed though. So again, would definitely try and stop and get that combat level up a little bit. Got 2 Livid Daggers in the same run. Dang, GG. Yo, what's good, Alone? How's it going, bro? Once you save like 170 mil, I wouldn't get Giant Sword, but after doing like 3 days of Speed Snakes and Rift, I'd recommend getting a 250 mil Midas, really, when you're in early Master Mode. I don't know, bro. I don't know about that. I mean, maybe if you're going for like, if you're trying to mage the whole time, but like, I don't know, man. Most people aren't going to be willing to run snakes for 3 days, I'm going to be honest. Well, that's what I would recommend, DT. Any questions or concerns or flexes that I missed? Actually, hold up. Hold up. What was that sword I saw? I saw a katana somewhere. I think. Unless I'm blind. Here it is. Yeah, that's a nice atom split. That is a very nice atom split. For sure. Very clean. Very clean. You'll love to see it. Does more damage, yeah, but it is a lot more expensive, and you're not even going to be using it the whole time, because that's like you put all that effort into to putting stars and stuff on it. Honestly, you're probably better off just like starring a Hyperion and using that as your left click weapon until you get to M7, and then you'll already have that built up, and you can star a Claymore after that and have both of them, because that is like ultra meta gaming or whatever. But I don't know how well a Hyperion would do for LCM before M7 though. That would be the problem. So that's the main reason people use it, is because it's good against the Wither bosses in M7. But I imagine like all the other bosses are kind of pushovers, and generally the Archer's the one that does the damage to them anyways, so it's kind of like meh. Made a new SkyBlock profile, level 29, focusing on Rift. Few hours before I unlocked Living Cave. Any tips? I mean, that's you're pushing pretty far. That's like the good way to do it for sure, is push a money method off rip. For sure. So that's a good way to go for it. And then, you know, after that you can spend that money on getting into mining or farming or something else if you want to. But mining's probably the best option. Or you could go for, you know, like a good dungeon setup if you want to do dungeons. So where's that? We are on Hypixel SkyBlock right now. So Hypixel is the biggest Java server in the world, and SkyBlock is their biggest what's it called? Biggest game mode. So that's what we're playing right now. I got the ad as soon as you open the ender chest, bruh. Well, I was saying the atom split is very clean. Atom split is very, very clean. Yo, chill. There we go. But yeah, I think main things, yo, chill. But yeah, main thing would be swapping the term to Soul Eater. and getting a tarantula helmet if you're gonna keep pushing dungeons. Those are the two big things, for sure. Nice, very nice.
As a child, I
Yo,
yearned for the
Simiko
mind.
with a 6.
Simiko 35 donated €5.99 through Super Chat. Hey, could you PV me? Name is Simiko 35. I know my MP is bad.
Alrighty, I got you. Yo, what's good, dogs? How you doing today, bro? All right, let's see what Simiko's got today. So we have 11 bill net worth, taming 50, enchanting 48. We are at combat 55 right now. Rev 8, tarantula 7, spin 7, and we have E-man 7. So I imagine we probably got a terminator in here. Level 217. Very nice. I mean, for 11 bill net worth, that is a lot of net worth to have at 217. So not looking bad at all. Do we have a terminator, or we just have E-man 7 in preparation for it? Perhaps. But yeah, sounds like playing DT. What was the armor piece you used with 3/4 Necron? You want to use Tarantula Helmet generally, unless you have like the gold or diamond head for the floor that you're running. That's usually where you want to be at. Okay. So magic powers. Hey, magic power is bad. Let's see, what do we got? 718. 718 is not too bad. It's not too bad, but yeah, usually you want like 750 by the time you get a terminator. But yeah. So the server IP is www.hypixel.net. That is the server IP. I'm hard mountain 4 already. Very nice alone. Cooking. Alchemy 12 and 11 bill net worth diabolical. I mean, alchemy is like, that's just something you can get into if you really want to. It's not like super important, to be honest. It's not super crazy important. How's the wardrobe looking? Oh, dang. We got the corrupt wither goggles helmet with the portal dyed storm. And then we've got the storm helmet here with, so this is the LCM setup, pearlescent dye. And then we got the Maxor gear. Very clean. Okay, my man is dripped out. Wait, this is bugged out. That ain't right. We do have a Reaper mask, though. Final Destination, 26k kills. Looking good. We do have Burning Terror as well, and Burning Crimson, and a Warden helmet. So looking really nice. Yes, we are playing with a texture pack. There's a link in the description if you want to check that one out. Diamond setup in here as well. Interesting. So we just got a regular diamond set with Ancient Wisdom 5. Wow, you don't see that very often. You don't see that too often at all. Got the Mastiff crown, Mastiff legs, Mastiff boots. The Jaded armor of Devon. Look at that. Recommed, full perfect. Very nice. Very, very nice. And we got the glossy setup too. Like, yeah, bro is cooking out here. My man is cooking. But yeah, I mean, main thing, it doesn't look like we have a Terminator unless it's like in a chest or something, or a friend's got it. Excuse me, but yeah, I mean, as far as combat progression goes, Terminator would definitely be the next step. Terminator, then G-Drag, then Hype would be like the steps to take. But we have an M7 comp? That's kind of crazy. That is a lot of M3, so we gotta have, if we get ratted or something, we gotta have a term, or it's just like API is hiding it for some reason. Okay, we got a Juju in here. Why is it not showing this stuff? There's a Juju. We got a Claymore, Chimera 3, 5 Master Stars. Got Estrella in term. Okay, yeah. So it's just bugging out. There's the Estrella. Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing this stuff over here. That's very odd. Okay, I don't know where the term is, though. Let's see. Can we find it? It's not it, right? Yeah. Spiritual. Da-da-da-da. Oh, we got the daggers as well. Okay, so we get a Blaze Slayer, too. Got some keys. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where the term's at. Maybe I'm blind. It could be in here and I'm just not seeing it. That is possible. But anyways, we got the drip. Fatal Tempo 2. Oh, man. It's in museum. Okay, so we got Fatal Tempo. Yeah, that definitely, that's definitely not to play. Definitely wouldn't recommend that. See, Fatal Tempo would be really good if it worked right. It does work right, but it makes the server lag so much, it's not really worth it, is the problem. it is not really worth it as far as that goes. I didn't check pets though. Let me look at pets. Okay, yeah, so we don't have a G-Drag. So yeah, that would be the next step for sure. 100% is going for G-Drag. Please don't do M4. Thorn is the master rage baiter. He do be kind of annoying, I won't lie. Really like LCM spamming? Yeah, I mean, that works. LCM goes crazy. That is fine. So no need to worry about the term in that case. Until start going for Kudra, I guess. You know, that'd be the big thing. But I mean, generally, from what I've heard, people don't usually like it when you run Fatal Tempo and Kudra. So I always ran Duplex. Plus, Duplex is super cheap right now. Everybody's doing Blaze Slayer, so Duplex books have dropped tremendously. But yeah. Yo, Nightwee with a 5. W's in the chat. W-Mans.
Nightwee donated $5 through Super Chat.
Let's go.
IGN Nightwee. Currently, I grind whatever dive instant boosts and run M5/M7.
Alright. But yeah, again, just to finish off on Simicos, Juju is only for Blaze game in my case. Gotcha, makes sense. But yeah, that is, again, for level like 200 something, right? Yeah, level 217, and with all that gear, that is pretty crazy. That is a W flex right there. But W profile, again, thank you so much for the donos. Let's get an Entity. How's it going, bro? Fatal Tempo does not like servers anymore. It is fixed. Oh, for real? Interesting. That's kind of lit. How can I get more crit chance with Terminator? So, again, you already have Hasty on it, so that's a big deal. Using Fortuitous magical power is very important. That gives a ton of crit chance. Also, putting your tuning points on crit chance can help a little bit. But having enrichments is a very important thing to do, because every enrichment gives 1 crit chance. So that's a pretty big deal. If you've got a lot of enrichments, then having those on crit chance is a big deal, for sure. But let's go. Nightwee with a 5. Currently, I grind whatever die Vincent boosts and run M5, M7. So right now, he's boosted Necron die. Very nice. He's level 521 with 45. Is this correct? Is it 45? Or is it bugged? Because that's possible. I don't know. The API could be bugging out. But yeah, look at that. Max Mithril Powder. Class average 50. 3.3k M7s. That is kind of wild. Look at that magical power. I'm pretty sure that's probably bugged. 1858. Max is 1866 right now. Bro has 2 Necron dies. That's pretty crazy, dude. Yeah, look at that. All the diamond fish. That is an evil number of mold fins, though, I won't lie. Yep, all the bestiaries completely maxed out. Fully finished with the game. Museum. I think, yeah, this is probably incorrect, but I'm sure he's got everything in museum. Yeah, because it said he was missing some weapons, and clearly he was not. I think it just doesn't show the ones that he has outside of it, maybe, or that are upgraded into other ones. Probably bugs those out. Look at that. 275 completed goals with 235 bingo points just lying around. We got all of these mythic pets cooking right here. With skins, by the way. And 2 G-Drags. Of course, we got the Minus Relic and the Remedies. And we got a Relic on the Jade Dragon as well. Because it gives, you know, that extra... that tiny amount of extra Foraging Fortune. When does Shin's auction end? We'll check in a minute. Only missing 2 Divine Rabbits. That's all. Dang, bro. That's kind of crazy. EMT4 is so easy with the pet fix. Yeah, it's such a big deal. It really is. I think is Fatal Tempo doesn't really have a good place in the game because Duplex is kind of better in boss and Soul Eater's better in clear. Fatal Tempo doesn't help in dragons at all. Gotcha.
Bucky Boy he donated $4.99 through Super Chat. IGN turret _ island review.
Yo, island review? I don't know. It might be chat. We got any mods online that can go give bro a visit? Make sure, because I'm just very careful about island reviews because people build very inappropriate things on their islands, and I would rather not worry about that. I mean, I can here. I'll screen hide. How about that? Wait for it. Bang. There's my face, and bang, there's my face. Here we are. All right, let's do a visit real quick. But again, Nightwee, Nightwee out here with everything max except for 2 Divine Rabbits. That's so rough, man. That's such a rough place to be. But W profile from Nightwee. Is there anything I missed? Any flexes? I'm going to go ahead and visit here real quick. But we can hit that in a minute. Alright, I'm selling things real fast. And then let's take a look around, shall we? Hello, sir. Alright, I think it looks... This is crazy. Okay. Boom. Boom. Check this out, boys. He built the Dwarven Mines. Or the Mines of Devon, sorry. I got it backwards. The Mines of Devon on his island. This is crazy. What? Bro can practice out all of his mining routes in here. This is insane, dude. What the heck? What in the world am I looking at? This is crazy. Oh, and he's got like a little path dug out over here. Oh no, there's just a hole in this one. It's like, wait, is there something hidden in here? Could be something hiding behind the dirt. Could be. And then he's got his minions built into some gems here. Look at that. And these are high level minions too, aren't they? These are like level 8s. There's a level 11. Oh wait, these are Blaze. These are Blaze. Okay, yeah, they're not Infernos. They're Blaze. Comprendo. Still, very nice. And he's got the postcard right there. Very clean. I think Fatal Tempos, Metaphors, and Storm Protectors, and Pet Swaps on Diana Inquisitors. Got you. Makes sense. But yeah, the dedication. How long did this take to build, bro? Goodness. This is crazy. Missed some blocks. Got you. Yo, and he's got the storage system in here. Very nice. And then he's got more storage over here. Is this just where all the gems are at? Yeah, he's just got his storage built in here. This looks so good, bro. This is clean. Very cool. This is such a flex. Holy cow. Holy cow. Got some refraction art on my island. Oh dear. Oh dear. I bet I could guess what that is. But dang, dude. Very nice, man. Very, very nice. We'll grab some cakes out of respect. Very clean. Holy cow. Yoink. Oh, I keep forgetting you can't teleport. But look at that, man. That is so cool. This had to take so long. Like, actually. So long. It's stream safe? Okay. I think I can guess what it was, though. Oh, wait. Yo, it's Jerry. I found Jerry. 20 hours to build this. Good night, bro. That's crazy. Actually crazy. Look at the sun. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And then we got one of the Easter eggs right here. Boom. 9 eggs on the island. Or 10 total. So we found 1 out of 9. Bro's got all the eggs hiding around. I don't know if we have time to look for all those. But if you guys want something fun to do, make sure to visit Bucky and try and find all the eggs. Might be the strats. Oh, there's another one. Boom. Might be the strats. Put Jerry in air jail. Valid. Yeah, man. Especially on April Fools, man. Who knows where he'll end up. Who knows where bro will end up going. But yeah, this is crazy, dude. Very nice. Very, very nice. How many years you make music for? I'm still doing stuff off and on. But I've been making music since I was like, let's see, I was like 15, so 2017, so like 8 years or something. It's been a while. I've been doing stuff for a while. For a hot minute. Speaking of, if y'all haven't already, make sure to check out the links in the description or do exclamation song / album / music, any of those exclamations. And a link should pop up. Well, let's go. Make sure to stay hydrated as well. He was streaming for it. Did that make it into a video? I feel like I remember that. I feel like I remember seeing that in a video. You're 23? Not yet. I turn 23 next month. I'm not a boomer yet. 22 isn't a boomer. 23 is a boomer. For real, for real. That's the line. That's where the line is crossed. 100%. But yeah, we're getting old out here. It's not an unk yet. Yeah, not copium. Not copium. I missed the dark auction, by the way. Heck W. Well, let's go. Yeah, that is a W island, though. I do not have the dedication to build an island like that, man. You know, like 30s out here got the Bed Wars map on his, and then we got Dwarven Mines. I know there's some people out there with like Floor 6 and M7 build out on their islands. I can't do it. I built the Wizard Tower. That's my masterpiece. That's all I got, bro. That's all I got. I also had to make some changes to it so it would actually, you know, work for me. Boom. Did it after 100 mil gold collection. You didn't even have to use schematica or anything. You just had it all memorized. After 100 mil gold collection, you just memorized the whole layout of the whole room. You did it all from memory. For real, for real. What exactly is your date of birth? Do I say it? I mean, I guess I'll say it when it is my birthday. It's October 27th. I was born October 27th, 2002. I'm a boomer. They're gonna steal my social security number now. I can figure out what my social security number is based off of that information. It's Jover chat. My credit card info is gone. Drop any hearts yet? Nope. I dropped one before I got to Rev level 9. But I am now at like 12 million XP, so it's been like 11 mil XP since I dropped one. Why are you doing revs when you're already level 9? Are you bored? I am bored. And we are going to be making a video one of these days on what's it called? On dropping a matcha die is the plan. So it's going to take me a while to make that happen. We got to get up to like 70 mil, 75 mil RNG meter to make it guaranteed. If we drop one before then, that would be dope, but the plan is to grind it out and hopefully drop one eventually. That is the game plan. But if we do happen to drop one before we get up to 75 millimeter, then I'll be able to use all that RNG meter I got saved up on dropping like back to back Warden Hearts, which would be pretty epic. Aren't you killing the minis? I come back for them later if I have a bunch of kills stocked up. Like that last one that spawned, I had like 1 kill left. And the one before that, I had like 6 kills left. So that way I was able to come back through and kill both of those and instantly spawn another one the next time I needed to spawn a boss, you know? So it's smarter if you're close to spawning to just leave them alive and then kill them after the boss is dead. That's the smart way to do it. The end game tech for real. There we go. But yeah. Should fund my Hypixel character, bro. I can't even fund mine right now. I've got to that'll work. 11 kills. I've got to get ready to mage an M7. It's gonna cost me another like $1.5 billion than what I've already spent and have in my purse. It's mad expensive to play mage. Grind is real. Yo, it's good battle. How's it going, bro? Stream's going pretty solid. How you doing today, man? Gold pet really make them spawn that much faster? Yeah. I mean, again, it's like that's not the only thing that's making me spawn faster. I also have hab tactics on my gear, so that helps a lot. But gold pet gives you 1.5x combat XP against zombies, so you literally get 50% more XP from using Ghoul Pet. So like right now, here we'll see. So See, I've got 43 kills to spawn right now. On this next one, I'll use a different pet. Boom. If I use like a mithril golem or something, sure. It's 55, so it saves me 12 kills per boss, which is pretty big deal. 12 kills is quite a bit. Yoink. Come here, dude. There we go. Put your meter on die. You should reset your meter once you're going for 75mm anyways. Yeah, it's not on die right now. At the moment, it's not selected. I don't have it selected on anything. So if I get to, you know, like 75mm and I haven't dropped the die yet, I'll use it. But if I drop a die at, you know, like 60mm or something, then I'll still have all my meters saved up, and I can just drop back to back to back Warden Hearts. Be pretty epic. Dude. Fair enough, Pranesh. Keck W. But yeah, Gold Pet is kinda epic. It is kinda epic. Doing pretty good. Well, a little bit wanting to get done with work to go play Borderlands 4. Got you. Yeah, a couple of my buddies been playing that. I've never played a Borderlands game. I might have to do it at some point, but at the moment I have such a backlog right now. I still got to finish Silk Song. I still got to finish Monster Hunter. And then also Elden Ring Night Rain came out with like super hard mode yesterday or the day before. And I've been trying that off stream and I've already failed like 2 runs in a row, which granted I hadn't played in like 3 months, so I was kind of rusty. But still, man, it's kind of difficult. It's a little bit tough out here, dude. It was good, Fluggy. How's it going, bro? Play Among Us when? It's been a while since I did an Among Us stream. I don't know. We might have to run it back at some point. Get a bunch of SkyBlock YouTubers play Among Us in the Big 25. That'd be kind of epic, low-key. Low-key, kind of epic. Added roles, by the way. Yeah, I play sometimes with some of my IRL friends. So I saw they added, you know, officially like sheriff and engineer and all that stuff, I think, right? Maybe not sheriff, but I know the engineer's in there and like medic. So, yoink. Alright, I need to not miss any more dark auctions. That's really what I need to do. You know what, 6 kills? Sure, fine. I'll do it. I'll do it. Did they increase blue goblin egg spawns? Just got like 3 in like 10 minutes? I think they did, yeah. So they're a little bit more common. They're still pretty expensive though. Let me see. Blue goblin eggs. Yeah, I mean, they're still about $1 a piece, so. Very nice monies. Are any dark auctions, dark purple dye? Yeah, I'm trying to drop one if I can, but if I can't, oh well. Chill. Yeah, we're getting kind of close to the membership milestone. We're 5 members away / Twitch subs, so kind of scary. Kind of scary out here. It's getting a little close. I might have to spend, you know, a couple bajillion coins on a die if it gets there, and I'd rather not do that personally. I'd personally rather not. Which we'd also have to figure out what set I'm dying first, you know, because I've got like the Aurora set, I've got the Terror set, but I'm like not using either of those right now. We've already died Crimson, we've already died Necron. I do have the mining set up. Okay, hold up. We're gonna save those guys, and I'm gonna insta-kill both of them later. Maybe. Bro, can you come here? There we go. And then we do this, and insta-spawn. And then if I hadn't stabbed him immediately, we could have got another insta-spawn. Oh, and there we go. Another insta-spawn. Sheesh. We're cooking right now. The cookage is crazy. Yo, what's good, Show King? How's it going, bro? We are chilling at the moment. We've been doing a lot of profile reviews today. did a couple island visits as well. That was pretty dope. And at the moment, we are currently trying to drop a Warden Heart, per usual. It's not going great. What would you recommend I do with 900 mil? Don't have it set up for anything 770 magical power. I mean, if you don't already get a Juju, that would be a good idea for sure. That would be a good idea if you don't have one of those, and then you can start doing like F5s. F5s make good money. Or I mean, 900 mil is enough to buy a pretty decent mining setup. You get like the Vaughn's armor and a 655 probably with that. Be able to do stuff. Sold my term. Ah, I got you. Chill. On high ping. Ah, got you. Yeah, I mean, dungeons is one of the better money options then, though, to be honest. Oh, or yeah, you're fed up with dungeons. Comprende. Fed up with dungeons, no farming. And we're on high ping, so no mining. No farming, no mining, no dungeons. We're kind of in a tough spot, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, you could go for Kudra, but for that, you'd also need like hype and term. So, hunting, I guess. Could go for a hunting setup. If you don't have like all the best hunting gear, you could try that out. Go grind out some burning soul kills. Try and get into Blaze Slayer. Be an option. Rift, yeah, I can do Rift. Problem is Rift money method revolves around Timeite now. It's the best money method at least, and that is very ping dependent. So W, I'm good, just chilling. Glad to hear it. Idiot. 90 mil would get you like only 20 mil an hour with good powder. Yeah, but I mean, if we don't have any other options, 20 mil an hour is 20 mil an hour. You know what I'm saying? I have hard amount 7 decent powder and full slots of Vons already. Yeah, I mean, even with high ping, it's like not terrible for money, but it is definitely worse. And probably less fun, I imagine. So, don't know. I mean, could go for fishing. Do you have a hype already? Could try and go for some late game fishing strats. Fishing makes bank in the late game. I was ping effect mining, so I mean, it just takes longer to break blocks. Because it takes longer for the server to realize you're trying to break a block. So it just, depending on ping, it depends on how much you make from mining. So. Do. Why Revs? Because I like Revs. That's pretty much it. I am planning on making a video where I drop a matcha die as well, so it's kind of contributing to that. Did you get 2 mil XP yesterday? Wednesday we did, yeah. I didn't play it all yesterday. I played Silk Song all day yesterday. But I don't know. I think I did get on. I grinded out like 100k XP or something, and then that was it. Or maybe I did that. I would have done that Wednesday night. Even after stream, I got back on and grinded out like another 100k. And I was like, you know what? My hand hurts. I'm done. I only got a heart. I didn't even get a heart. I did 2 mil XP and didn't even drop a heart. It's been yikes. It's been big yikes. Yo, what's good, Ed here? How's it going, bro? Like 90 mil. Yeah, I mean, still, though. Compared to anything else, second most worth thing is like a Shard of the Shredder. There's like 12 mil. So I would still much rather drop a heart than not drop a heart. An Ankh Feather cooked Slayers in dungeons. I mean, I don't think an Ankh really had anything to do with the fall of Warden Heart. I'm going to be honest. Warden Heart's been kind of down in the bin. Like right now, if you buy Warden Heart with a Ankh Feathers, it's nowhere near profit. And even when a Ankh Feathers came out, I don't think it was anywhere near profit. Like hearts are just down bad. Bro, come down here. There we go. Man's taking his sweet time. For real, for real. Revs always been down bad. That is true. That is true. Warden Heart's been down bad for a long time. A long, long time. Alright, I'm leaving that guy. We're gonna do this. Yoink. I'm gonna have to go grab something to eat here soon, though. Low key. Low key, it's gonna have to happen. Alright, come here. Come here. Come here. Please. Ain't no way bro's stuck on the wall. Hurry up. They're all following me. He's gonna go in lightning phase. That's how long this is taking. For real, for real. One. Come here. You coward. There we go. I was out here hiding. Horn helmets aren't even... Yeah, I mean, they're not the best for most things at this point. Most people use Crown of Avarice because of the magic find, and then if you're not doing that, if you're going for damage, Infernal Helmet, or Infernal Crimson Helmet is better. So, it is kind of wild. So bored of getting E-Man kills for my final destination. Such is the way of Iron Man. Yoink. Clover Helmet as well, yeah. Did-oot. Do-do-do-do. Yo, a ghoul pet. Time to call George. Sorry, dude. This one's been biting me, so you can have him. Send him to the pound. Alright, get rid of this. Yoink. I need some of my Rev flesh, too. Yoink. So I get a G-Drag for Heart of the Mountain 10 grind. Wouldn't be a bad idea to get your XP on it. It's not a bad idea, mate. Alright, I'm gonna leave that guy there and we're gonna come back. We'll be back for him right now. We're already back. There we go. And he got cocooned, so we'll be back for him again. Get this guy. Boom, boom. And he cocoons. Bayside Golem or Skatha? I mean, as far as, yeah, I mean, for actual money, but, like, if you're wanting to level a pet, or wanting to level G-Drag at some point, like, it's the best time to do it. Got 900 mil. Should I spend it on Driller Pet? I mean, if you don't have at least a 655, I would get at least a 655. But other than that, you don't need too much. Yoink. Pet and perfects. I mean, definitely get like Topaz perfects. That's a big deal. But you don't have to get like, you know, perfect amber and all that stuff. It's not really necessary when you're first starting out. Like, not maxed yet, you know what I'm saying? Not the first starting out, but like, not fully maxed. It's not that much of a game changer. Yoink. 655 and Skatha. I mean, probably, honestly, if you don't have one yet, I would go for Glacial Golem over Skatha, and then Skatha second. But if you do already have a Glacial Golem, you can go for Skatha. If you can afford all three of those things, that would be great, but Glacial Golem is more important than Skatha for sure. When it comes to that sort of thing, I would say. Because Golem is going to give you more, like, normally what you do is you use Skatha while you're trying to spawn a mineshaft, and when you're actually inside the mineshaft, you use Glacial Golem. But you can use Glacial Golem for both, but you don't really want to use Skatha while in a mineshaft. Generally not the best. How much are they? I have no idea. I got no clue. Only at 6k, it'd be better if I had a hype. Are you using like a Spirit Scepter right now, or what you using? But yeah, again, like Skatha's not that much of a boost over Golem outside of Mineshaft. So, really, I wouldn't worry about Skatha. Honestly. I would just go for Golem. And then you could go for the perfects first. Like, perfects, going for perfects is probably more worth it than going for Skatha. Place like Golem 655 and perfect gems. Yeah, that's what I would do. Come here, boy. Drop me a heart right now. SMH. So we binged all of Wednesday last night, by the way. We're all caught up. I think I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch the first series, because when we came back, I was like, so much stuff happened in the first season that I like completely forgot like 90% of the characters. It's like, who was she again? Who is this person? So I think I'm gonna have to go back and watch it again, just so I can really appreciate the second season more. Legendary Golem, yeah, that's for sure. That's the perk that matters, is the legendary perk. I believe, if I remember right. The mod you're using, all my mods are built into Badlion client, so that's what I'm running today. But let me see. Glayside Golem. There he is. Yeah, that's the one that matters. The pristine for every corpse you've looted. Like, that's what helps make so much money. That's the big dealio. Cooked. Lunar when? Probably soon. Honestly, if they keep updating Lunar and they don't update BLC, like, I'm probably just gonna end up swapping. Like, they really straight up just bought Badlion to not update it and make Lunar better. They bought Badlion just to say, alright, no more updates for you. Everyone, go play on Lunar client. So, I mean, fair enough. Fair enough, I guess. Kinda yikes, though. Yo, it's good. Whatever. How's it going, bro? Yoink. Even for all the Mountain 10 grind Glayside Golem? Yeah, because for that as well, you know, you get the extra powder. Extra Glayside powder. So that's going to be helpful for, you know, getting more fortune and more speed and stuff in your Heart of the Mountain tree while in Glayside tunnels and stuff. So that's generally going to end up helping you out more than Skatha would have. It was good exploit. How's it going, bro? What's up? What's up? Let's do this. Boom. Hello there. Where's my loot? SMH. They ain't dropping me nothing today. It's kind of yikes out here. Does Lunar or whatever have all the same mods? I think it has most of the similar ones, and what'll probably happen is they'll take all the mods from Badlion that are good and add them onto Lunar that Lunar doesn't already have. But again, I haven't played on Lunar, so I'm not totally sure yet. But I'm gonna have to try it at some point. I know that's what Future uses, and he does, you know, T5 Cooter, so I'm sure he's vibing. I'm sure he's out here vibing. What does Shin's Regalia even do? Don't you just need Museum 20 rank for Shin Special? So Shin's Regalia, I think. So Shin's Regalia lets you in the secret room. So if you go here.
As a child, I yearned for
Yeah, Museum 20 to be able to access the special, which is this. Like Racing Helm and Wizard Wand. But the Regalia room, this is what you get access to. You can get, you know, Divine Gifts. You can get whatever they have in the middle here, depending on the year, and Art of Peace. That's what you get access to there. Yo, Exploit with the sub. Appreciate it, man. Again, boys, if y'all haven't already, make sure to subscribe. We're closing in on 30K for the red name. Getting very, very close. But yeah, let's see. Go right here. Alrighty. So we will have tomorrow night, like, or during tomorrow, like tomorrow we will be doing the profile review stream is the plan. And then tomorrow night, I've got a video going up, which I'm not going to be home. I'm going deer hunting with the boys. And while I'm gone. Probably. I think I'll be gone at that point. Video will go up. And so this one's going to be about me dropping the Archfiend dice. Or using Archfiend dice to drop the Archfiend die. So there you go. There you go. Getting so close to 30k. It is getting very close, dude. Very, very close. Yo, chill. Very nice. How many subs we have, by the way? So when we started off today, we had 27,660. And we're getting close. 27,672. Hoping it was a little more than that. We'll see. We'll see. It's all good. Saturday streams are the ones that go crazy anyways. Those are the ones that go crazy. I was just trying to test today and see how a profile review stream that's not on a Saturday would go. Just trying to see what would happen. Boom. But yeah. It's gone pretty good so far, I would say. Pretty epic. Didn't you update the die and armor set? I did, yeah. So we're up to 70 out of 75. Should be. Because when we started off today, it was like... Did I update it enough times? We had 2 Twitch subs and I think 1 YouTube sub. I think. Or did we have 2 YouTube subs? Hold up. Let's see. 1. Yeah, I think we had 1 YouTube sub today. Double checking. Yep, yeah. So we have 3 more than we started off today. Makes sense. Quick maths. Boom. So we are only 5 away from dyeing another armor set. Which again, we don't have a ton of options. I mean, I could dye the Fig armor. You know, we could dye the Fig gear, but that would probably be kind of awkward because I imagine they're gonna add better armor sets in the future that maybe won't have Canopy and Fig as like what you use to invest into them. Which reminds me, I probably should go get some boosters saved up for when that update drops, but Celeste die for real? Oh goodness. Are there even any of those on the auction house? Celeste die. Yoink. There are not. Yeah, I think we'd have a problem with that.
As a child, I yearned
Yo,
for the mines.
Brandon with 8 months. Let's go. Speaking of subs, 8 months goes by fast, huh? It does, dude. 8 months is crazy. Goodness. Absolute legend. Yeah, he's gonna get... I can't remember. I think the next tag, or like next... what's it called? Not tag. Next badge is at a year. I don't think there's one at 9 months. But dude, the year badge looks crazy, which I like the look of the 8-month badge. The just black background looks kind of clean, low key. Kind of clean. But yeah, I think Celeste would be a problem. For the Minecraft movie, what sound did you have when someone subbed? Oh goodness, I'm trying to remember. That is a good question. What did I have? Such a throwback. It's not been that long. It really hasn't. Chat, does anyone remember? Anyone remember what sound? Been here since like 9.5 to 10 months. Just started on Twitch, if I remember right. Ah, I got you. Makes sense. Yo, chill. But yeah, I think I remember that. By the way, love the riff guide. Hey, appreciate it, dude. Let's go. Made my Crimson armor to 10-star burning. GG. Very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, what was my background sound? Or not background sound, my sub sound. I know there was one for like Big Dolnos that was just like one of my songs would start playing, but it would always clash with whatever song was already playing. So I canceled that one out. I think I can look and see real quick, actually. Streamlabs. Maybe. Is it alert box? Did for YouTube. Subscribers, Her. Yeah, I think I just had a stream song. I think I had stream music play. Or maybe I didn't even have an audio cue. I might have not even had an audio for it. That might be what it was. I might have just not had audio. What in the world? What in the world? Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Let's see. I gotta click through all these alerts because I forgot to click through them earlier. Hashtag trolling. All right, we're good. We're chilling. We're chilling. Yoink. Boom. And no loot. Depresso espresso. But I take the glasses off and bro thought I was a totally different person. Is that what just happened? It's crazy. Actually crazy. We're gonna leave that guy there. We're gonna come back for him in 2 seconds. 1, 2. On our way back. Boom. Oh dear. I have one. Just one of you. Come down the stairs. Just one. I don't need both. Just one. Bang. Aha. There it is. Okay, we're cooking right now. The cocoon. There it is. And then we get this guy. And then we get another quick spawn just like that. Sheesh. Yeah, dude. Have Tactics 5 is so worth. Spawn times go by so much faster. It's crazy. Have Tactics 5, Ghoul Pet, using Halberd of the Shredded. Like, it's all beautiful. It's all absolutely beautiful. Get all these. Okay, we got another Dark Auction. We might... Decisions. Who knows? We'll see what we'll do today. Yeah, let's go to MSG. Aatrox over. That is true. So we'll probably get back to dungeons since it's fall starting on Monday. But for now, we're just going to vibe out. That is the plan. Bracelet or belt first? What kind? What are we talking about? Come here, dude. Which bracelet and which belt? Yoink. Primordial? Oh, I think I went for bracelet first just because it was cheaper. You know, Primordial's a little pricey. But the thing is, Primordial is good for other Slayers, whereas Bracelet's only good for Arachne. Or not Arachne, for Broodfather, so... Just depends on how soon you're planning on doing other Slayers. And I was planning on just running Tarantulas for a while, so that's why I bought that. Which at the time, RNG meter didn't exist, so it was kind of reliant on me dropping something for me to actually be able to use it. Extra Magic Find will be nice. Yeah, the 10 extra Magic Find do be kind of nice. There's good Sade. Welcome back. How's it going, bro? How you doing? 2-hit? Because I'm overpowered. It's the power of Infernal Crimson and max magical power and max attributes and minus Relic G-Drag. Pretty much. That's the gist. It goes kind of crazy. Just looked and only have 400k total coins. Yikes. 07s. See, that's why that's where the minions come in right there. That's where they come in. Get you a couple mil. If you haven't checked them in a while, it's always nice. Merked. Gonna be doing a ton of T5 Spider anyway. Yeah, probably worth it then to go for that first. Because really all Primordial does is save you money and time. Which, I mean, time is money, so. the bracelet will make you money, whereas the primordial will save you money. You know what I'm saying? How's Silksong so far? I've enjoyed it a lot. So I think we're at like probably the last stretch to beat like the base game, and then I know there's more stuff you can do after. So we'll probably still do all that stuff, but I'm gonna wait a little bit because I was looking at the Steam achievements and only like 12% of people had gotten to the point that I was at. So we're gonna wait and see if we can get a few more people up to that point first, and then we'll delve into the depths. Boom, and cocoons. Need a third eye anyway. Bros dropped 2 already? That's crazy. Bros dropped 2 and didn't make a primordial yet? That's wild, bro. Absolutely bonkers, mate. All before 500 kills. Typical. Typical SMH. Bros like Slayer out here dropping 4 on day 1. Just dropped my first wasp last night. Dang, bro. Man's out here making coins like crazy. Doo-doo. Let's see what we got. Let's see, today is Friday, so I should be vibing. Could do a Monster Hunter stream later. Decisions. I do kind of need to make a short talking about the fire sale going on tomorrow. That would be a good idea. But we'll see. Can you give someone money when they aren't online? No, that's not a thing. That is not a thing. Even if you wanted to give somebody like a rank or something, they have to be online to accept it. So it do not work like that. YouTube's crashing out. Have a good rest of the stream. I gotta go. All right. Well, I hope it starts working soon, man. Appreciate you, Fred. Have a good one, bro. Good luck with all the tests and school and homework and all that jazz. Yo, chill. Yoink. Should I do a music stream at some point? I've been thinking about doing one. It'd be kind of cool. It'd probably have to be a Twitch only stream so I don't get copyrighted. So I could play some piano on stream. Could do some songwriting maybe. Could be fun. Maybe we get Future on. We write a song live. That'd be something. That would be something. Chat writes a song with us. Yoink. And sold. Beautiful. Beautiful. Twitch chat writes the lyrics for your song gone wrong. Oh dear. Yeah, that could definitely go wrong very quickly. Appreciate it, whatever. Thank you, bro. Oh dear. I'm gonna leave those guys. And there's another guy right there. They're everywhere. Alright. Hold up. So we'll let this guy chill. And we'll stab this dude. And there's another one. And there's that one. And then this guy. Stab this guy. Beat him up. And then go stab these guys. Bang. Mercs. Beautiful. Beautiful. Do. That would be fire. We might have to do it. Might have to do it. Chill. Murdered. There it is. There it is. Yeah, I do need to do some, I need to start doing some investments. I do need to do that. Yo, chill. I need to just sit down with my dad and get it done. That's what I need to do. That's what I want to do. Just, I keep, like, it's been on my to-do list for so long, but there's just so much other stuff. I need to prioritize it. That's the problem. I don't prioritize it. That's the predicament. But anyways, just make sure to stay hydrated, fellas. We do have Dark Auction coming up in 9 minutes. So we'll see if we can get our hands on a dark purple dime. I think that would be kind of epic. Yoink. Merked. Very clean. Yo. Those guys, dude. That's where they spawn at the weirdest places. I haven't played in a bit. I have 1.6 bill purse. What should I buy? Ooh. Decisions. I mean, you really don't need too much money to get into foraging, like into the foraging update if you're wanting to do that. So I would just like start doing foraging, and if something comes up that you want to buy, then just go for that. Because hunting from the foraging update makes quite a bit of money. So, you know, as you unlock the recipes and collections and stuff for all the hunting tools, it'd be a good idea to start investing in those. And I mean, there's a lot of attributes that are very helpful. You can check those out. They're on Bazaar. So there's a bunch of helpful attributes. Some for foraging, some for hunting, for combat, whatever you're into. There's probably an attribute that's been added to make it a bit easier or more profitable, you know. So we'll definitely check those out. Save money till 6 bill purse. Is that the move? Just curious if people that play SkyBlock are as old as me. I am currently 22. Turn 23 next month. Yo, chill. There we go. But yeah, that's my age. All the wrinkles are starting to appear, man. It's getting bad out here. Hair's gonna turn gray soon, or fall out. I'm not sure which. I think you're supposed to inherit your hair from like your mother's side, so I should be fine. My grandfather on my mother's side has a lot of hair still. My grandfather on my dad's side does not. So we'll see how it goes. See what happens. I'm 45 for real. Oh wait, yo, chill. Yo, Shard of the Shredded, let's go. GG. That's what you love to see. But yeah, 45. Honestly, when I look at my analytics and stuff and see, you know, a decent amount of older watchers, like, I think the majority of my viewer base is like between the ages of like 17 and 22 or something. And then, you know, I see like 40 plus and I just assume it's like kids watching on like their parents' phones and stuff. But then, you know, I'm kind of learning that there actually are like a lot more older SkyBlock players than I realized there were, which is pretty cool. My son got me into SkyBlock. Yo, that's actually epic. That is actually goated. W dad right there. Holy. Yo, chill. Here we go. What was I gonna do? I was about to do something. I dropped that shard. I was gonna do something before that. I don't remember what it was. Oh yeah, I gotta go get cakes. I think my cakes ran out. 28, I'll be 29 October 23rd. Dang, we got almost the same birthday. 4 days apart. It's kind of crazy. Yo, alright. So that should help us out a little bit there. I think. Yeah. Got all the cakes. Let me see if we have any chili peppers to claim here real quick. Turned 26. Started SkyBlock when I was like 19. Now I'm an old married man. Yo. Actually, W to find a girl who is okay with you playing SkyBlock, bro. That is a keeper right there. Let's go. Let's do this. All right. But yeah, kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Oh, Hoppity's hunt ends in 5 minutes? Dang. I didn't realize it was that close to being Jover. I guess I should go visit him and make sure he doesn't have anything I'm missing real quick. Hello there, fella. He does not. TNT is crashing out. 50 mil. Why? What did you lose 50 mil on? What? What intarnation? I'm not doing visits right now, Ganta. Not at the moment. We did one earlier for a dono, but that's about it. Mod pack public. All my mods are built into Badlion clients. So if you have Badlion, you can download it. Hit right shift, go to profiles, and then search and look up 2B. You can download it right here. It's 2B SkyBlock right there. I see an older age player base means the game has potential. Legit. Yeah, and then you go and I think that's my problem. I'm gonna be real. Is like, you know, all the I've really enjoyed like playing, you know, Slayers and all this other stuff that's more chill, because that's where all the mature gamers are at. And then you go and you play M7 and everyone's a child, and it's very frustrating. It's very frustrating. For real, for real. But it is what it is. Stonks, I was 40 mil top 100 and now it's 50 and I'm not wasting money. Where am I at right now? Again, boys, if y'all haven't invested in these yet, they've got 3 minutes left. Okay, I'm still in the top 2.5k. So if you invest 2 mil right now, it's enough to be top 2.5k. You make like 7 million coins right there. Like, that's stonks. And even if you invest 2 mil and don't make that much, then should still be vibing, because you'll at least be in the top 5k and make like 1 mil. So should be chilling. Our island, top 15 most popular islands in Hypixel. That is a W, dude. Bro was out here grinding the builds. He's grinding. I do not have the attention span to build anything cooler than the wizard tower on my island. That's all I can do. That's all my brain could handle. Someone said that he's selling a hype for 120 mil, and then I lost all of it and got kicked out. Bro, what? What in the world? What in the world? Oh, to farm this game, it's a nice no-brain thing to do after a long day. Yeah, I can see that. Like, for me, if I wanted to feel productive, but I also wanted to be lazy, that's what I would do. I would just, you know, I mean, it's not like a ton of effort. I would literally just like binge a show on this monitor, and then I would get my crop milestones done on this monitor. It's just like, it's perfect. It's perfect. You can still enjoy a TV show while also making progress. It's nice. Welcome back, Nathan. Yo, chill. Alright, let's get this guy. Merch, there it is. Got my personal portal hub and islands, let's go. 2.2 mil per Y. It's crazy, dude. Crazy. How much are they right now? Like, it's wild to me that these are less than 2 mil a piece. But I guess it makes sense because everybody stopped bidding on them. If people started bidding on in the stock of song stuff in Diaz again, then it'd kind of be crazy, I think. But it's wild that those are still profitable. Still viable for money since mining is ping dependent and rates aren't as good anymore. Yeah, for sure. And like, you know, if if something happens, like generally when people dupe stuff, they dupe, perfect gems. Goodness, can't breathe today. And things like that. Like, nobody's out here duping like mutant netherwort or something like that. So the prices of farming should never really go down in theory. All right, we got 30 seconds till dark auction. Gotta make it happen quickly. Okay, kill that. Go here. Yoink. All right. So we'll have some XP towards our next spawn immediately. But if we see dark purple dye here, boys, we gotta go for it. We gotta go for it. TNT bugging out. 17 mil, bruh. Is my man going crazy? Why'd they give us the mining fortune boost, bro? I need the strength and the combat wisdom right now. Like, come on. Alright, we got a 30-man lobby, and there's another level 521 in here. It's not looking great, lads. It's not looking great. Got 10 for 8.5 mil. That still stonks, right? I think. I don't know. We'll see what I got. We'll see what I end up getting out here. Yo, bio in the chat. I think TNT's freaking out, guys. 9 mil profit, let's go. Did I tell you the serious phone number incident? I think so. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah. SMH, my head. Let's see. This is not a dark purple dye. That's kind of cringe. Low-key. Kind of cringe. I will not cap. Can I sell stuff while we're in here? Cool. Bro, I jammed my thumb yesterday. It's really bothering me. It's like, so I've been out of martial arts classes for a little bit, and I needed to go back, so I went back yesterday. And I got tackled. My brother tackled me. And like I jammed my thumb, like trying to like hold him off a little bit. Not fun. What do you need for the dark auction? I need a dark purple dye. That's the goal. M7 win. I'm gonna be running M7 probably off stream later tonight, low key, but I should be streaming it on Monday. Oh, Nightbot got match. What did Nightbot get match about? Bro is upset for no reason. SMH. He got an attitude. Ain't no way Power 6 actually goes for 1 mil. There's no way this goes for less than 4 mil, right? There's no way. There's no way. This happened to do something productive and not a dumb reason like gripping your mouse too hard. That's true. Yeah, it's my left hand, so it's not too problematic because like it's kind of annoying to like bend back and like down too much. It's really just back that is hurting right now. But like pressing the space bar doesn't really bother it. You don't have to press too hard for it. Mechanical keyboard go burr. Bro, can we just get this Power 6 book out of my face? I need to see a dark purple dye up in here, man. What's going on? It's 40k buy order, yeah, but it'll probably still go for more because people are trying to... Dude, just hurry up and bid already. It's just they're trying to make it go as long as possible, I swear. Yeah, see, there it is, 4 mil. Trying to get Seal of the Family so it'll go up a lot. I'm in the dark auction, by the way. Hey, let's go. W-Mans. Pom pom. They're holding us hostage, legit. Straight up. There's a level 504 just constantly bidding on this thing. Ain't no way. I think they're actually just trying to get people to leave. 3 people have left already. They've got to be like in the same VC, just slowly. They're just slowly bidding it up, waiting until the last second to try and make his dip. All right, finally somebody got it. Okay, we got a Wither Artie. And then what's gonna be after this? So Wither Arties are what, 100 mil? 140 mil. Okay. See what happens. Do. What in the world? AI made you sing that? That's what? I don't want to see this clip. I don't want to see it. I'm good. I'll pass. I'll pass. Alright, that should be about all that goes for. It shouldn't go for more than 155, I don't think. AI did that? That is crazy. AI is crazy out here. Alright, that's sold. What's the last thing? Hocus Pocus Cipher. Cringe. Get me out of here. That is not what I was looking for. Depresso Espresso. This is not a good lobby. Again. Okay. It's not where I was trying to go right there. Oh yeah, let me see how much money we made once we get done with this. There we go. How much did we make? 5. Okay, so I paid 2.2 mil for 8.4 mil. So we just made 6 mil off that. GG easy. I'm gonna bid 2.2 mil again. I mean, worst thing that could happen is I lose like 500k. It's not that bad. I can live with that. But hopefully what happens is we make at least 1.5 million. That would be ideal. That's the dream, dude. Did my shard sell yet? It did not. That's fine. It's fine. They need to add more uses for shard, I feel like. Like, it's only used for Axe of the Shredded, which is a good item for doing revs, but that's it. Like, at least make, like, a talisman upgrade or something. You know? If you use 4 of them to make a, like, an upgrade to the Reaper Orb or something. Or its own talisman, you know? I don't think so, Pran. I don't believe so. Was that an AI thing? Is that one of those AI streams? One of them things? Alright, can we get one drop? One more drop? That's what I'm looking for. One more crazy rare, even if it's a beheaded horror. I would take it. It's wild, Ethan. Wild, dude. SMH. Alright. I missed a left click on this mob. Chat, I think I'm bad at revs now. Been doing them so long, I'm bad at it. He's a dude who reviews his viewers' stuff like their screen times. Bro, what? That is wild. How do you not know? I don't know. I'm not into brain rot. That's probably how. Heck W. Sold. Do this. Yo, chill. Come here, dude. Alright. Yeah, this is not making me any coins right now. It's kinda yikes. Low-key. Kinda yikes. Alright, we gotta hydrate again. Make sure to stay hydrated, fellas. Very good, very good. Okay. Come here, dude. I didn't want to kill both of those. That's awkward. I mean, we've gained like 0.5 mil XP today. Could be worse. Could be much worse. Water overrated. That is cap. Ain't no way. Ain't no way we're saying that. Water best beverage. Factual. Because no other beverages would exist without water. Just throwing it out there. Man, we're not getting anything right now. It's kind of yikes. Kind of yikes. 1, 2, Hello there, sir. I mean, we're getting a lot of cocoons. What in the world? What in the world, praying? That is crazy. Actually mad. Sounds like a Jinxie stream right there, low-key. Sounds like a Jinxie stream. Like him reviewing people's clips and it's just like AI generated. Totally not real R6 clips, like stage stuff. Come here. Come here. He's been cocooned. He is no longer cocooned. He's like Jinxie, long lost twin who isn't known as much. Gotcha. Makes sense. All right. Can I get one more drop? That's all I'm looking for right now. One singular more drop. That is the looks right now. It's not looking great. I won't lie. Yo. Okay, there we go. Much better. Still no drop though, actually. No, never mind. I take it back. I take it back. Yeah, man, it's Jover. It might be Jover. If I get to 1.6 mil and I haven't dropped anything, I'm gonna be kind of upset. Low-key. Do you like pineapple on pizza? No, I'm not a maniac, unlike my mother. She likes pineapple on pizza. So. Yeah. Sorry, guys. But it just proves that just because you're born into madness doesn't mean you have to be mad. See, I was born and I immediately understood that pineapple on pizza is an abomination. I immediately understood it. You know? It's like just something you're born knowing. It's pineapple does not belong on pizza. And yet, they tried to teach me this. But they could not. Yo, chill. I'm gonna assume that you meant cat. Cat sleeping next to you right now. My dad's allergic to cats. I'd probably have a cat. My dad wasn't allergic to cats. Big sag. I know I spawned a mini around here somewhere. There's one. Probably despawned. I assume we can only have a certain amount of minis. There's one. There. Hold up. Well, there you go. There's our drop. Beheaded whore. Big sag. Alright, let's spawn this guy real fast. And then there's that one down there as well. Goodness. Oh, yo! Scythe Blade. Let's go. Back to back from a beheaded whore into a Scythe Blade. We will take it. We will gladly take that. Alright, let's do this. Next time I spawn a boss and don't have a mini. That's it. Alright, I think this is it. There you go. Alright. Let's sell the Scythe Blade real quick. How much are they going for? Scythe Blade. They were 8 mil last I checked. Still 8 mil. Beautiful. Alright. 8 mil. Boom, boom. Merked. Alright, let's sell some Rev stuff. Revenant flesh. Boom. Alright, so we're at 913 mil right now. Once the Scythe Blade and the Shard sell, I'll be up to like 930 something. I think. 935? No. About 930 actually. Like 931. So. I refer to cat as car. Fair enough. Alright, but I think that's going to be all for today. We got 3.5 hours in. Pretty solid. Again, I appreciate all the donos. Just thought I'd experiment with profile reviews on a regular stream. And yeah, I think it went pretty well. So I hope I could help out and show off for everybody's flexes and assist with progression. But yeah, we will be doing free reviews tomorrow, so make sure to tune in then. We'll be live right here on YouTube. So make sure If you're on Twitch to follow the YouTube, there's an exclamation YT should work if you haven't already. But we can only do those streams on YouTube because Nightbot can only choose one type of chat. So we do it on YouTube and YouTube Shorts just to get out to more people. But yeah, make sure to tune into that. Might do a Monster Hunter stream right here on Twitch, or maybe a Elden Ring Night Rain stream later tonight. So make sure to tune in for that. We'll probably raid somebody real quick, so don't go anywhere if you're on Twitch. But that's going to be all for YouTube. So y'all have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you in the next one. God bless.